Hello and welcome, race fans, to a special Saturday night special race. Man, this is so exciting to be here live on a weekend night with all of y'all that we're not normally on, bringing you some fantastic racing action from Dega here tonight, all for a very important cause here tonight. Excuse me. As you all know, about a month ago, we got word that a member of the NTRL family was going through some troubles, and as family always do, we get up, stand up, and do whatever we can to help out. So that is what we're here to do here tonight, as young Haley Cotton is fighting a great battle against cancer here right now. And man, this is nope. Make sure everyone's all set. I mean, this is why families all come together to help each other out, right? And I mean, talk about a disease that really shouldn't ever affect children. Man, it's always tough, and of course, you know, it's something we need to help eradicate. But unfortunately, it is still among us here, and that is why the Cotton family here needs your help today. As you can see, there's a QR code. It's going to be throughout the entire broadcast showing up on that screen, trying to raise money for the Cotton family, because every single dollar helps, whether that be, you know, gas to get to and from appointments, maybe some special air filter units, because everyone knows the chemotherapy and the radiation, all that is just absolutely wreaks havoc on the body, and you need a safe space to heal and kind of get over all of that. So be sure to, if you can, be sure to donate whatever you can and help them out reach that $10,000 goal that they got down there, as we all stand up, stand proud, and support young Haley, as we are all Haley strong here tonight. Without further ado, let's get this party all started on off with the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And welcome back. As always, we have to have a huge thank you to the fantastic supporters of the NTRL that also stepped up here for tonight's race as well. So we have to have a huge thank you. Excuse me. Whew. Humidity's been getting in my lungs here. To Davidson Builders up there in that northern New Jersey area. Be sure to go and give them some extra love here this evening. And if you're looking to do a big old remodel, maybe do an addition, or even just change out that kitchen sink, be sure to look to the professionals over there at Davidson Builders. Of course, DEP Graphics stepping on up to the line here and helping us out here tonight as well. Be sure to go and check them out for some fantastic paint schemes coming out of that garage every single day. Be sure to get yourself a customized scheme here as well. Of course, big thank you to Sim Gear Central as well. Fantastic button boxes with all the flip knobs, turn dial things, flipping mabobs and buttons, all of that kind of stuff, all to aid in your sim experience, whether that be flight sim, farm sim, truck sim, iRacing sim, or just the sims. I'm sure you could probably figure out a way to make that one all work out. But big thank you to Sim Gear Central. A big thank you, of course, to Track Bar Media as well. Starting to get into the merchandise game as well, but be sure to go and check them on out for some fantastic photo and video edits of real life and sim life racing. Just absolutely fantastic stuff coming out of their photo booths, and it's just awesome to watch. So big thank you over there to Track Bar Media. And of course, Martin Sports, fantastic racing apparel, all customized to whatever your needs are, whether that's here for sim racing or in real life. Get yourself some gloves, hats, boots, shoes, helmets, all personalized and jersey logofied. So be sure to go and show some support to Martin Sports and get some special stuff here today. As always, I am Alan Brown, and I am joined by the Brewmaster in general. It's Mr. Alan English joining me here tonight up in the broadcast booth. And Mr. English, happy to be with you here on this Saturday evening. I know we don't normally convene on this on these weekend days, but hey, you know what? We're showing up. Pretty good cause, but even more so, we're showing up, and it's going to be a pretty dang good race here from Talladega tonight.
Yeah, man, showing up here for Haley tonight, and we got 30 plus drivers out there on the field here tonight at Talladega. And I tell you what, this is going to be a fun one, and it's all for a good cause. And great to see the participation out here, and so many drivers showing up and paying that entry fee, to go to Haley and her family here. So to help them out as they're in need right now. And NTRL, one big family. Derek likes to talk about it. When stuff like this comes up, is that Numtham's Racing League, Numtham's gaming community is a big family. They're all helping each other out here. So, yeah, looking forward to a great competitive race, but hopefully it doesn't get too nuts out there, because this is for fun. It's not for championship points here tonight, but it's going to be a great Saturday.
That indeed it will be. And unfortunately, some other commitments pulling Adam Turner away. I know he's one to love these super speedway races, but we're joined by a good friend, and it will make an all Alan broadcast here tonight. Mr. Alan Kewen stepping on up to the table down there on pit road, man. Alan, glad to have you back here, buddy. No, it's been a good minute, man. It's been quite a minute, man. We've had Greg up here quite a bit, but you were off doing your racing thing and hopefully having some good success with that. But man, it's gonna be a great night here tonight.
Yeah, I'm glad to be. Excuse me, I'm glad to be back, and it's nice to be back for a good cause. And looks like we got a great field of drivers, a large field for this race. And yeah, I'm excited to watch it. Talladega's a great track. We're here for a good cause tonight, and hopefully these guys put on a good show for us.
And that indeed is, Mr. English. If you would be so kind, inform everybody of what tonight's race rules are going to look like.
Well, that's a 2 2/3 mile track. It's really big out there. The track is about 121 degrees on the surface right now. However, that's not really going to affect the racing out there so much as it may affect guys coming off the pit lane and negotiating that apron there, as there's no banking on it. Let's see, what else we got here? Turner's usually a lot better at this than I am. Incident count, we don't have an incident. Yeah, we do have an incident limit out there. It's incident count penalties every 18x that you receive, and you'll be DQ'd at 30x. There's one fast repair available out there tonight to these drivers. So once that's used up, they're relying on some manual repair out there. And as we all know, Aero is king out here at the restricted plate races, or the pack racing tracks, as they're called now. And if you get some body damage out there, you don't have a fast repair, you better at least let them guys hammer on it for a while down there so you can remain competitive out there. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it. Pit speed limit's 55 miles an hour. So if we do see any green flag pit stops here tonight, they're going to have to back it down from close to 200 miles an hour coming down there out of 4 and back it down and get it down to 55.
And that indeed, as we take a look here at some more of that race info. Beautiful weather here at Dega tonight, so no rain in the forecast to shorten this one on up. We're gonna get the full length, and who knows, maybe even some bonus time here tonight as well. But like I said, a little warm down there on the track, shouldn't come too much into play. 70 laps is a little bit of a ways, but it's not a crazy number that these drivers haven't faced before. Bringing us down here to tonight's key to the race, and man, sometimes you just gotta grip it and rip it. Like you said earlier, there's really not too much on the line here other than raising some fantastic money for some fantastic folks, and it's just gotta do it to it here tonight, fellas.
Yeah, and Q, me and you and Brown have done quite a bit of restricted plate racing, quite a bit of league racing. What are some of the big challenges when you're packed all up on top of one another?
Well, visibility. I mean, if you're 3 wide here in the middle, visibility is going to be tough. It's going to be tough. You're really going to have to rely on your spotter. And just, these trucks get a really big run, and you're going to have to watch that, the closing rate on people. Don't push the pusher. Talladega is wide enough that we can do 3x3x3 for a good ways through the field. And it's not Daytona, so if you're in the back, you can make your way back up to the front pretty easy. So I'm expecting a really exciting race. I mean, we're all here for a good cause, but these guys want to have fun and put on a good show, and I think that's what they're going to do.
I think so indeed, as we still got a couple minutes here before the qualifying portion of this event starts to get all wrapped on up. Whole bunch of people already putting in their lap times down here. Just a couple more left to go as well, but just waiting to see if they do pop out on track. But we see everybody on out there in the chat, everybody putting out that hashtag Haley's Truck. Let's get what is it, trending on Twitter with the hashtag. I don't know Twitter. I don't even know Facebook. Turner,
well, I think
Turner
they
probably
actually
knows
changed the name of Twitter there. It's now X or something. I don't know.
Is it?
Yeah, they changed their logo and everything.
Oh. Well, either way, let's get that trending.
Internet
Yes.
X now.
Yeah, we'll get trending on that fancy social media there.
And that
Lots of folks out there, as you mentioned. Albert Anderson out there, XJ Curl out there, Haley and Friends Club Penguin out there saying hashtag Haley Strong. Terry Radford's here. Derek Donna, good luck out there, drivers, racing for a great cause. Josh Kelleher, hello, NTRO family. What a great night, Haley. I hope you're feeling well. We all wish that you get better quick. Kick this cancer. Ripped pants fun paint scheme for you. Okay, there must be an inside joke there somewhere. Derek Welch talking about how proud he is of to be a leader of such a great community out there, and hats off to all the drivers that decided to show up tonight on an off night. Saturday night, be doing other stuff with your family and stuff, but a lot of the guys chose to come on here and help this young lady out. And Cold Fire out there pulling for the Plus EV Racing and 00 Joe Bennett. Tracy Cotton says, we can't thank you guys enough for this. It's been a hard time for our family, and the support means so much to us. Thank you all again, and thank you to those who donated. Haley is up and watching the race tonight, so hello, Haley. Hopefully we put on a good show for you here tonight. Don Parent out there saying thanks to all the drivers tonight. Have a good, hard race for this awesome cause. Ginger Parent pulling for Shepherd Racing out there. Haley Strong tonight. Dan Parent also saying thanks DEP for hosting these races as well. Tracy Cotton, thank you guys. Y'all are amazing. And looks like we're about to wrap up qualifying here.
And that we are, as qualifying just finishes on up And so, with the most famous words in all of motorsports, I'd like to welcome our special guest, Grand Marshal here this evening, young Miss Haley herself. Take it away there, Haley.
Racers, start your engines!
Awesome job down there as all these drivers start to head on down to their cars and grid on up and get them all fired on up. Man, that was absolutely fantastic. So let's tell everybody where their favorite driver is starting here tonight and get this grid all kicked on off with the 42, Andrew Navarro, getting pole position here tonight, starting up there at the front. Will he be able to hang on? We'll find out. He's going to have the 78 of Chris Jordan starting to his outside. 13 of Paul Durkee getting a great starting spot here tonight as well, starting there in third. In fourth, we got America's driver. Of course, he's going to come out and support his fellow Americans here this evening in that 99 machine. You got the 29 of Scott Milner getting things started off down there in the top 5, having a great run. Even got Steve Singer out there. Glad to have Steve Singer out here racing and not broadcasting this one. I know this is kind of reverse. I was racing in the Jimmy Strong and he was broadcasting it, so now we got the little reverse effect going on here. But he's starting here tonight in 6 for the HBR TV. You got the 8 of Dylan Mad Max Bryant kicking things on off here tonight in 7th, with the 45 of Patrick Mahaney in 8th. 77, Mr. Brian Boyd getting things kicked off there in 9th, with the original Florida man himself, the 00 of Joe Bennett, rounding out the field starting top 10.
Now the 60 truck, Terry Radford's going to start inside row number 6 to his outside, Dana Shepard in the 40. Well, it says 43, but it's painted 44, so just keep that in mind, fellas. The 53, Kevin Delia, will start inside row number 7 to his right. Joshua Sisk in the 30 machine. Chris Klein in the 16 will start 15th. 16th will be Josh Kelleher in the 73. 17, Austin Smith will start his number sake there in 17th place. Zach Storms in the 31 will start 18th. 19th, Tristan Cotton in the 7. The 5 of AJ Evangelista rounds out your top 20.
You got Jeff Ottinger in the 33 starting 21st. James Lee in the 54 starting 22nd. Skylar Harold in the 3 starting 23rd. Joe David starting 24th. Anthony Williams starting 25th. Nick Biddy starting 26th. Jeremy Clapper Newell starting 27th. Dustin Longston starting 28th. Brandon Coleman starting 29th. SC Martin starting 30th. And Tom Bears rounding out the field starting 31st.
Yeah, ignore the names of Alan Kewins and Alan Brown. They're just a couple of dum-dums that don't know how to join a session, right?
We're a couple of rookies at this.
Yeah, something along those lines. The field gets all gathered on up and behind the pace cars. We get ready to head on live for the green flag, and of course, we're gonna get the first lap started on off with Tristan Cotton and his team members over there at I believe it's LD. I'm gotta make sure it's a whole bunch of acronym letters and all that. No, it's just Beer Money Racing now. That's fantastic. I love that.
That's easy to remember.
It was like LDS, GDS, or something. Well, now it's Beer Money Racing, getting this one all started on off here at the front. They're gonna lead this first lap before kind of headed back down there into position again. The 7 machine of Tristan Cotton even got his driver cam running on up here. Let me put that QR code away for just a quick second. That is his sister we are racing for here this evening. And man, talk about having a fantastic older brother with a fantastic community behind him here tonight.
Yeah, the whole iRacing community, I mean, they can really show out sometimes, and tonight's one of those nights. And it's really special if you're on iRacing and you can find a community like this to be a part of.
And of course, he's running the Bluey Haley Strong machine here this evening. That's absolutely fantastic. AJ Evangelista, he's got a special Haley Strong paint scheme going on down there as well. 3 of Skylar Herod. Man, he's pulling out the Haley Strong paint scheme as well. Man, there are a whole bunch of great paint schemes out here. It's going to be tough to highlight them all throughout this race, but man, we'll definitely get to them, I'll tell you that.
Yes, indeed. And, good to see so many come out here tonight and supporting Haley and the family. And looking forward to some great, exciting racing out here tonight, boys. And Talladega is one of our favorites.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of people's favorite track. I mean, everybody's got a shot to win here. If you grid a truck tonight, you got a shot to win.
Turner always say you can go from chump to champ or champ to chump in just a lap or two. You know,
0 to hero.
That's it. And also here, man, I know English. You're having some thunderstorms. I know you've been having those thunderstorms down there, but man, for whatever reason, it's been getting to me here tonight. Whew.
Yeah, we've been triple digits for a few days, and we're going to for another week and a half, I think. So, no rain in sight. So we're going to be watering those cucumbers quite a bit.
And that indeed. So, as the teammates all peel off down onto the apron here, as the field's going to start to coming on back around, and we'll officially get this race up underway in just a second here.
I love how they let the, Tristan's team kind of do a little one lap salute out there to Haley before we got this thing running. Good little salute there. I like that.
And that indeed. And they'll merge back with the field, so we are officially 1 to go here before taking to this green flag here tonight. And 70 laps on, I believe you said 75% fuel here tonight, English. So definitely going to see some pit stops here tonight. Whether we're going to see those under the yellow or if we're going to see those under the green, that's all up to these drivers.
Yeah, 65% is not going to get you the whole way. We're definitely going to see a stop or two here. But I think with the cautions and stuff, I don't think we're going to have a problem with these guys finding a place to come down and top off a fuel. Probably not much tire changing going on tonight.
No, I wouldn't be changing a whole lot of tires tonight. Maybe early, but once it comes down to it, I'm not changing tires here. I'm just topping off fuel to make sure I can get to the end. And if we got a green-white checker, cover 1 or 2 of those. This could be a really quick race tonight if we don't have a lot of yellows here. I mean, 70 laps, these boys, they can click them off pretty quick if we get going right.
Oh, absolutely. So it's not a whole ton of time to make up some of those important spots, but got a little ways. I'm sure we're going to see some of the old Alan English strategy here. Some people maybe dropping to the back, just riding it on out, while others get a little bit more aggressive, maybe starting to peek at that 3 wide here. So here we go. Oh man, it is definitely time to get to some racing. I can feel it. I can feel it in the bones.
My hips feeling it. Feel the rumble.
They got this long front straightaway. They got all the way down to the Geico restart zone.
That they do. As the green flag is up, the field enters that restart zone for the first time here tonight. We go green flag racing here from Talladega. Andrew Navarro getting things all started off side by side with that 13 of Paul Durkee, sending it on down into turns 1 and 2. Got the 78 of Chris Jordan trying to aid in that top line up here, trying to pull that 99 of Albert Anderson alongside on that high side here, making it 2 by 2, and with a great run coming out of turn number 2. Look at that 78 take the lead with some help from that 99, the 42, and the 2 battling it now side by side. You got the 06 machine as everybody starts to kind of shuffle and dribble down into whatever position and room that they can find. It was short-lived though for that 99 machine of Albert Anderson, as we're going 3 wide. Anderson in the middle, out to the far outside lane goes it's the 06, but it's the 2 of Steve Singer up there guiding the double. Man, hard to tell who the zero machine is. Got to learn all these fake numbers over again.
Yeah, I'm watching the front. It's really exciting up front, but everybody in the back is just trying to mind their P's and Q's here the first couple laps. The front is definitely mixing it up, exciting. 3 wide, here we go.
3 wide once again. There goes the 44 up to the outside lane. That's actually the 43. Dana Shepard up 9 spots already. He's not wasting any time and taking no prisoners here this evening. He's got some help on that outside lane as well from that zero machine, and everybody trying to get all rough and tumbly on out here. You can see the 45 Patrick Mahaney trying to shuffle on through here tonight as well. Ooh, almost getting squeezed into a 4 wide situation there was Albert Anderson, but able to tuck back into that middle line here as we remain 3 wide racing.
Everybody's getting their money's worth tonight watching this front of this
Oh,
field. Rewind that early.
he was not quite clear and just tipped him.
54 is around. Into the 7, wrecking in the back of the field here. Caution is out.
54 machine, James Lee going for a little spin-a-rooney there, causing that yellow flag. Thankfully, didn't look like too many too hard impacts down there, so everybody able to filter on down through there pretty good.
Some minor dings and scratches out there with the 7 and another one of them trucks down there.
Yeah, the 54's got a little bit of crinkled hood, but he should be able to continue without using a fast repair. Now the 7, his hood's a lot more crinkled. Both fenders are crushed in, so he might be using a fast repair here.
Yeah, 7 and the 6 also getting squeezed up on that one. Yeah, unfortunately for the 54, there was a checkup in that middle lane right in front of him, so he started to try to find a little bit of room, and that kind of also sandwiched him together with some of those trucks coming up behind, and just some unfortunate contact out there. But nonetheless, these guys were able to get on out of it.
An important update here in the Haley camp. Apparently, she's eating some popcorn and nachos right now.
Ooh.
Wish I had some.
Yeah, I wish I had some nachos.
Well, that's the race food of champions.
Popcorn and nachos. You got to get all the starches in there. I mean, popcorn, technically, I guess that's a vegetable, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we could call it that.
Well, plus you're getting the dairy from the cheese and then the potatoes, you know.
Oh, we're just hitting all the food groups here tonight.
it's all about variety and balance in your diet.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying some barley right now. It just so happens it also has some water and hops and yeast mixed in there.
I'm enjoying my vegetables tonight with my corn, I suppose.
got some distilled corn product.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah,
Special made down in Kentucky.
Yeah, it looks like we got quite a few takers down here on pit road. Everybody topping up on that fuel, preparing for a nice long run here.
Yeah, might as well. I mean, maybe a lot of these guys seen how crazy it was up front here, and they want to top off with fuel and get to the back.
I'm super surprised it was that many. All but what, 3 out of the entire field? That surprised me.
And that it is. Albert Anderson being one of those ones that elected to stay on out here. He's going to have the 60 machine of Terry Radford going to be starting to his outside here.
I'm a little partial to them 60 trucks.
Yeah. I used to run I used to run 33 and then I ran 66 for several years when we used to race together in another league.
Yeah, 60's my number in the leagues that I run, yeah. Big Carl Edwards fan, that's why we run that.
Oh, okay, I got you. Man, I tell you what, I was puzzled as all get out when he just retired out of the blue, out of nowhere. I'm like, that dude's young. He ain't been around that long.
No, trust me, his fans is just as puzzled.
Yeah. I think sometimes you got to make a life decision, and it's a dangerous business. And as we saw at Miami, was it his last year or one of his last years? He had a bad wreck.
His last race, yeah, that was a really nasty wreck.
Kind of a wake up call, I guess.
Yep. I mean, he made his made his money, and he came really close to winning a championship, a few years there, but
And it's kind of heartbreaking for him too, because from all accounts, there's a whole bunch of guys down on pit road that you can just tell that they're just pain in the butts and it's just not friendly guys. But Carl Edwards looked like he was a pretty genuine, nice guy down there too.
he did. Yep, he seemed like a very, very nice fella. Never got to meet him. I tried one time. I had garage passes to Kentucky one year, but never bumped into him when I was exploring around down there.
Heard that about Matt DiBenedetto too, and I was always a big fan of him. Real humble guy. He knew he was living his dream, and just a real thankful guy. And I guess is he still running trucks now, or?
Yeah, I think he's running maybe the 25 Rackley truck is what he's driving now.
Oh, okay. It's a shame he wasn't able to stick around a couple of longer, because he did come close a couple times getting a win and for Wood Brothers. And
yeah, he ran really well in that 21 car.
yeah, I just think the owners and stuff just kind of run out of patience with him. And hey, sometimes you get a shot, and that's what you get. You get one shot, especially if you don't have a lot of money. I know it takes a lot of money to be successful here.
Yep, in this sport, you gotta have sponsors behind you too. That's what it takes.
And that indeed is. Everybody gets all lined up 2 by 2. I see all those heart reactions jumping on in there. Keep those all coming. Be sure to hit that like button here as well, because that QR code, man, it's on the internet. It's there forever. So as long as this race is live on YouTube, man, it's everyone's gonna be able to scan that QR code and head on over to that donation page here.
Share this stream if you can. The more people that see this, and the more people that hear, Haley's story, maybe the more people that'll reach into their wallet and want to give a little bit. Help that family out.
Didn't everybody learn down there in kindergarten? Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring. Yep.
That's right. That's right. Do unto others, man.
Yeah. Yes, sir. As here we go with the 99. Excuse me. 99 into 60, getting things all kicked on off here once again. Into that Geico restart zone we go. Lined on up, side by side. Green flag is waving. 8 machine Dylan Bryant giving a good push to Albert down there on that front row. Trying to get that bottom line all moving and grooving. But on that outside, that 60 machine, he's hoping for a little bit of help from that 44/43 machine of Dana Shepard. As, who was saying it? Derek Donna was saying transported prisoners yesterday, but he ain't taking any tonight. Mr. Dana Shepard down there trying to pick up the big old W here this evening.
Double O Joe got squeezed out there and got down on the apron. He's trying to rejoin below the 31 and the 0 there. It's like he's made it.
Pretty good calm restart there.
And
Storm's out there pulling for Zach Storms. And Adam Strom, our buddy up in Minnesota, posting the hashtag Haley Strom. Thanks for being here, Adam.
And that's not gonna mess with people's minds. Is he saying Storms or is he saying Stroms?
Well, there's a Strom after the storm. See? Reading is hard, but I got it down, I think.
I do believe you do, in fact. As we get all locked and loaded here, let's jump on board with the roof camera of the 33 Jeff Ottinger, taking a ride around down here, talking of the 31 of Zach Storms kind of up there in front of him.
Jennifer M. Perez Gomez on YouTube saying hashtag Haley Strong. Your Tia loves you. Let's go number 7. Haley's aunt watching on the YouTube. Yeah, that just seeing that camera right there goes back. That's exactly what Alan Kewins here was talking about visibility. See, that's a roof cam. See, you get a lot more visibility from that than you do from the cockpit. and it's still not that great. You still can't tell what's going on in front of the trucks in front of you.
Well, it's
Yeah,
funny you should
really got to rely on your spotter here.
Funny you should mention that as we jump on down here with Skylar Herod. He's also got his driver camera on. Oh, behind that here once again. Yeah, he really can't see us. We're going 3 wide, 60 machine up against the outside wall here. And,
Looks like he might be making a choice to head to the back here.
it's probably
Voluntarily or involuntarily, he's headed to the back.
that is indeed a fact. As he does slowly make his way on back there, but again, who knows? That could be the spot to be out of harm's way for
Stay out of trouble
for the most part. You know, I mean, we got the 13 of Paul Durkee starting all the way up there, up at the front, back down to 27th. He's negative 24 spots right now. But guess what? I'm sure he don't mind as long as he's in it with a chance here at the end. Who cares about what lap where you were back on lap like 10?
Now you could gain 15 spots on the last lap here. You never know. Coming to the checker.
It's
Long race to go here, fellas. 60 laps remain.
As side-by-side action continues on, as tag teaming up the 99 and the 8, trying to do a little zigzaggy maneuver and get around that 30 Joshua 6 Sisk. Oh my goodness, I'm doing it too. As we got a whole bunch of side-by-side action still going on. 42, Andrew Navarro now getting back on up to the front here, guiding that bottom line around.
To get up there, it's coming.
And that it is. Joshua catching back on up to him here. Also got that 06 beating and banging his way. Steve Singer trying to shuffle his way back up through that field. Man, how about that 60 of Radford, though? He was trying to maybe solo it on the outside lane there and almost looked like he made up a couple spots.
Yeah, I've been watching him here, and he's there he goes 3 wide again, trying to do it by himself, and he's a little bit of help. And you can make up a lot of ground on that outside lane when everybody's running 2x2 like this. If you get 2 or 3 trucks up there, you can make up some ground.
Jennifer also saying out there in the YouTube chat that the state of Idaho cheering for the number 7 tonight. Hashtag Haley Strong.
And number 7.
How's Tristan doing out there?
He needs a little bit of help. He's currently a lap down, but he's gonna fight. He's gonna catch on up to that 60 with a great run of speed here and help him on out. And that's the other thing that's different than a lot of other tracks here with the plate track racing. Is you can be a lap down and you can still help people on out, and people will remember that.
Oh yeah, I mean it's all about making friends right now too in these early part of the races. Who you can work with, who leaves you out to dry. Early if you push them to the lead, lap 15, and they leave you out to dry. I ain't gonna work with you later. Later in the race type of deal.
It's happening right now. The 44 got left out to dry on the outside lane. Had to drop back in behind the 3. It's tough when you get stuck out there on the outside and nobody wants to come up there with you.
Ooh.
Yeah.
As one drops on down to the apron there, trying to slowly shuffle back into position. I think that's the 38 of Dustin Logson trying to just save that truck and keep it all clean. Meanwhile, the shuffle and bustle isn't just happening in the back, it's happening up here at the front as well. The 2 Steve Singer jumps on out to the outside.
We're 4 wide through the try over here, fellas.
Ooh, this one
with the 33. Yeah, I can't see the other number. Hold on.
77, 44, and 33 and 00.
There you go. Yep.
All the double numbers.
all the double numbers all quadded on up, and thankfully they were able to figure that before they got down into turns 1 and 2.
We got quite a bit of 3 wide back here now in the back of this pack. They're going to get that outside lane rolling. Here they come.
Oh, I'm getting nervous now, boys.
Yep.
Against the wall, down into the traffic, and here we go.
33 collected, 73 the 5.
00 caught a shot in the tailgate. Yeah, big mess there. I think we'll see some fast repairs used now, boys.
I think you might be right there, Mr. English.
77, Brian Boyd on the radio saying, "Sorry, fellas, that was all me. I apologize." At least he stepped up and, took.
Yeah, it looked like the 77. He was giving a big push, and he just got into the wall. Then the truck behind him couldn't react, and chaos ensued from there.
Well,
a lot of trucks involved.
You know how it is with that safer barrier, man. It acts like a trampoline. You get up into it, it just wants to sling it back down across the track, and oh man, just again, once when you're 3 wide like that, there's zero room for error. And yeah, just 31 getting snagged up, and you can just see all the carnage. 00, 73. Oh man, it's 60. Goodness.
Yeah, a lot of trucks involved in that one.
Out there in the YouTube chat, Joel Jones, hashtag Haley Strong, go Tristan. And Zachary Gomez saying, let's go number 7. Get your butt up into the first place. He's got a
Did he make it through that? It looks like he might have
made it.
Yeah. So if he didn't get his 0x from that, he's gonna get his lap back here.
Ginger Parent saying that also the state of Vermont cheering for Haley tonight. Thank you so much for joining us out there, Ginger Parent.
Oh my goodness!
Through there with no contact.
I don't think he,
So
I
here's-
don't think
here's-
he got
and
any contact, so he might still be getting a lucky dog here.
I don't know what the grace period is. He did get into the back bumper of someone as it was checking up, but again, it was before the yellow flag came on out. But talk about having a Depends diaper moment there for the 7 machine.
It looks like he already has used his fast repair tonight, so he didn't want to have to use. That would have been the end of his night.
We're gonna find out together here, folks. If he is able to get that lucky dog, I hope he.
He can take the wave around even if he didn't get the lucky dog, but he won't be able to pit, and he'll be off of fuel cycle from everybody else.
Roger that. Angry Tacos Network out there. Hashtag Haley Strong. Angry Tacos Network usually out here supporting the 5 machine of AJ Evangelista. Nicholas Gomez out there pulling for Tristan as well. Thank y'all so much for being out there and chatting it up with us. We love talking to you guys. If you like what you see out there, hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. We don't do a lot of Saturday night races, but when it's a cause like this, we definitely don't mind. And more importantly than hitting all the subscribe and like and all that, go to that QR code you see there on the screen and donate what you can. I mean, even if it's just a few bucks, every little bit helps and it builds up. And we sure appreciate y'all.
And that indeed. And, English, I know Turner's usually the one that brings it on up, but, I'm kind of a amateur bookie. I like to keep all the numbers, all that kind of stuff. Well, so I did the math here earlier on. I looked at that, the $10,000 that they want to raise, and at the time they'd raised, right around $3,000, so doing a great job with that. But I'm like, how much would each of our subscribers, of our 400 and whatever number of subscribers we got, how much would we have to donate to hit that 10,000 goal?
I don't know.
$15.
That's it?
That's it.
So every subscriber gave $15, we'd hit the goal.
We'd crush the goal.
We'd crush the goal. And hopefully we get some more folks on. If y'all share it, I mean, that'll get us a few more viewers. But
yeah, absolutely. Share it away.
I don't know how
it looked like the 7 car had to take the wave around there to get back on the lead lap, but he is back on the lead lap now.
Hopefully he's got enough fuel to get to the next
caution.
A little cycle there.
He needs a caution pretty quick to get back on cycle with everybody, so we'll see.
Larry Caps reminded Tristan, hey, buddy, it's the vertical shaped pedal on the right. Come on, let's go. He's having a rough night out there, but being back on the lead lap is everything here, I think. Tracy, that's what family does, Tracy. So, yeah, big virtual hug out there to you and the fam.
That most definitely indeed. Let me get to scroll through some stuff here.
Let me see if I can do an emoji.
Yeah, do emojis. I know you like those emojis.
There's not like a hug emoji. There's like a smile face with heart emoji.
Ooh, yeah, that one's a good one.
I always have to figure out how to get back to letters. Keyboard. Okay. Let's see. Melania Torres. Alice, Texas is out there for hashtag Haley Strong. Let's go number 7. And Jason 8 pulling for number 7. Go ahead there, Brown.
Indeed, it's a pace car that's down and out. And here we go once again. Green flag racing here tonight. The Toot Steve Singer getting a big old push down there on that bottom row from that 42 machine. Andrew Navarro, the 8 of Dylan Bryant up there as well. Ooh, getting a little loosey-goosey, but able to find their way. The 42 breaks on out to the outside lane, trying to get them all regrouped and regathered. Here comes that 30 of Joshua Sisk coming on up with some help with that 53 of Kevin Delia. Getting a big old push down there as well as we go back to side-by-side racing here tonight. Austin Smith up here, up into the mix as well. Nick Biddy, Tom Barish jumping into the action as well inside of that top 10. How about that double nickel? Up 23 spots on the evening so far.
Wow, Barish on a tear.
Started shotgun on the field.
Jason 8 out there says cheering on everyone from Wisconsin tonight, and thank you for the donation. Jason sent in a donation to that QR code, which is the GoFundMe. Thank you, buddy.
I got still that 42 Andrew Navarro with the race lead, but here comes that 53 Adelia up on the outside, getting a good push and some good run help there from the 17. 32 still in line there as well. Patrick Mahaney trying to stay up involved with all these guys out here. I believe he's the one that's actually running the zero machine. That originally I thought it was 00, but it was not 00. It was only the single O.
I got you.
Yeah, see, so I know, you know, it's a good thing Turner's not here tonight, because otherwise he'd be adding all these drivers to the list, you know.
Oh yeah, he's gonna have to get a new 3-ring binder or a file cabinet for the list of drivers that he has a problem with their number not matching their paint. But we're gonna suspend that criticism tonight for this race, because we're all here for a different reason tonight. So.
They're doing a great job out there. Everybody, I mean, we've had a couple, besides the one really big crash we've had, they've kept her pretty clean tonight.
They're keeping it civil, that's for sure. We haven't heard any arguments or anything on the radio or anything tonight, so everybody knows this is all exhibition. It's for fun. It's for Haley.
And that it is, but talk about an exhibition up here at the front as we're going back to side by side by side. 3 wide racing up here, battling for this lead. The 30 of Sisk out in front, 99 Albert Anderson behind him giving a shove. You got the 8 of Dylan Bryant in the middle lane. He's got some help from that 2 of Steve Singer. Then you got that 53 Adelia working his way up along that outside wall. Ooh, his pusher gets a little bit of a scrapage going on against that outside wall. But you know what? The 17 realized that paint is just weight. Take it off.
They're trying to make their way up through there on that extreme high side, and it can work. You just, you know, you got to be patient. Oh, big block up there.
Woo!
The 90. Oh, the 8 is getting squirrely.
Nice save by the 8 of Dylan.
Oh, wow.
Bryant. Amazing. What's
What
that called? A
happened
tank
there?
slapper?
Oh, tank slapper, but behind him we do have some extra curriculars going on.
Oh, yellow's out.
And 21 and the 38 getting kind of snagged up with each other there.
Hey, man, Dylan Brown, I was sure we're going to be calling a Bambalance for him, but
That looked like it started him. The 53 gave him a small little bump draft that he wasn't quite square, and that hit him in that right rear, and it got him loose. But that was a really nice save.
So we jump on up to the chopper camera here and kind of see what happened. We saw what officially caused the yellow there. It was just a kind of sandwich action where the quote unquote push the pusher, that kind of thing.
yeah.
53 just getting into the back of the 8. Thankfully, the 8 had already committed to the move to go up underneath the 99 of Anderson there. So it actually just helped him get to some open space. Thankfully, there was that tiny little bit of a pocket that he could slide into, which gave him that little bit of room, and people were keeping their wits about them. Big checkup throughout the field, but yeah, man.
Very good awareness by everybody else to stay off of him too.
Tell you what, nobody really does it like NTRL, and you can say what you want about pack racing and how it doesn't take a lot of talent and all that kind of stuff. I've heard people say that, but there you go right there. The awareness, the skill to save a truck that's about to go around at 200 miles an hour, close to it. I mean, that was some good driving right there. Well, Katie out there found the hug emoji. She posted it up there. Thank you, Katie. Yolis Alanis says, hashtag Haley Strong. And Ginger Parent says, all that wishy-washy craziness out there looks like somebody shook up a snow globe. Earthquake. Something happened.
A lot of takers down pit road here too. Well,
And
that was the
Yeah,
caution the 7 needed to get back on schedule with everybody.
Exactly.
Oh,
And he is down pit road.
Getting all caught back on up. Albert Anderson spot saying, whew, that one was close.
And you know what that means now, boys? Every truck is back on the lead lap. Everybody. Everybody's got a shot to win still.
I believe the 22 and the 105 don't.
Oh, it's you guys.
Yeah.
Shut up. You doofuses. What's the plural for doofuses? Is it doofy?
I was going to say, is it doofy? Or is it
couple of-
doofuses?
Yes,
No
a couple
clue.
of doofy. I don't know how to spell that. Angry Tacos Network saying Taco Saturday. I'll eat a taco any day of the week. I don't care.
I
what
had
kind of day
tacos
it
tonight.
is. Oh, what kind?
Just homemade tacos here.
Oh, okay. Like breakfast tacos or like street tacos? Or...
No, just ground beef tacos.
Oh, okay. Like hard shell type deal, Taco Bell?
Soft shell tacos.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll eat any kind.
I mean, good gravy there, English. Grill the man on what kind of taco he's eating, man. A taco's a taco.
I love them. I have an affinity for them. So I want details. I'm like, what kind? What all did you put in it? Salsa verde? Did you
About the only thing special I put on it was some chipotle sauce. That's about it.
Okay, well.
See, now you lost points there, Kewins.
Well, I mean,
English is upset
he
about
lives
that.
in the Midwest. I'm originally from South Texas. We see tacos differently, so
That's
maybe
true.
his taco's not as appetizing to me, and mine's not as appetizing to him. But we agree to respect each other's taco game, and that's what it's all about. This is America.
That's right.
Because there's nothing more American than tacos.
Than tacos.
Than
yes.
Mexican food.
Oh man, as the lights on the pace car turn back on off, we're gonna get all stacked back up and ready to rumble here once again. Gonna have the fake 16. It's gonna be the 51 Chris Klein getting things all started on off here up at the front with the 29 of Scott Milner starting to his outside. Double O Joe Bennett starting up here as well to Steve Singer. Getting a pretty good restarting spot as everybody's getting all locked and loaded. And really, it's just the
getting
Klein
2x2 here, getting ready for it.
Yeah, it's just the Klein, Milner, and Bennett machine that didn't drop on down into the pits. But again, everybody's on the lead lap, so we're just gonna have to wait and find out how all of this is going to play on out here.
More so than tacos, I'm an enchilada fiend. I could eat enchiladas every day for the rest of my life. Granted, my life would be very short, but I could do that. Put some raw onions on top there, chili con carne, and yeah.
Are you talking about Ginger Parents' comment?
No, I'm talking about eating enchiladas.
Oh, okay.
Put a ginger parent in.
Oh, she said use a waffle as a taco shell and put ice cream and sundae toppings on it.
Ooh, dessert taco.
Dessert taco.
I can go with that.
Well, the field got a little mixed up here after that accident in pit stops. I want to see the 8 make his way back to the front. The 3, the 60, hopefully he can make his way back up to the front. And the 7 of Tristan, he's back on the lead lap, and we'll see if he's going to be aggressive and get back to the front or just hang back and let the race play out.
Right, indeed, as the field starts to get it all turned back on up, how about we do the same with the volume as we send it on down here to crank it on up on this restart. As we sing it on back live, it made nothing like a good old V8 horsepower motor vehicle to get that engine running. As we get everybody all shaken up through this field, 53 Kevin Delia maintaining the lead up here, but not for long as the Double O gets a big push from that 51 machine of Chris Klein. Scott Milner up here doing some pushing as well. 99 Albert Anderson down there pushing that 53 machine as well. 44 getting up into the action here tonight as well. Same thing with the 55, 54, 30, and the 31. All getting locked and loaded here.
Yeah, Chris Klein is doing an awesome job pushing that 00 car of Joseph. The bottom lane's hanging tough, though. I mean, neither lane can get an advantage here right now, it seems like.
Check out Andrew Navarro out there on the outside in the 42 truck wanting to make his own lane, hoping somebody come with me up here. Let's make this third line work.
Somebody will.
He thought about it, but he was too far back. Zero probably could jump behind him now. The 8 still got a chance to get behind him. He's still within drafting.
I mean, just look at the power of what the side draft is. Yeah, is he going somewhere? Sure. No. But he's at least somewhat staying put up there. He's not absolutely dropping back down here. He's maintaining a pretty good close position near that top 10, just all by himself.
He needs a little bit of help, and
here he comes.
Yeah, I mean, keep getting down there, side draft a couple people. Here comes 8 to help him.
8 was thinking about it last lap, but
6 is coming behind him too.
Yep,
here we go.
I love it when these guys take a chance and say, you know what, let's try something. And we've seen the outside line, as you mentioned pre-race there, Alan Kewins. I got to specify because we got an all-Alan booth tonight. The trucks get a huge run, and if you can jump into that run like the 06 just jumped up into that run in front of the 42, take advantage of it. Use that run to try to make some track positions, and then fit your way back into merge down low somewhere. But we've seen guys go all the way from mid-pack all the way and end up leading the next lap.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah, here they go. I mean, it only took a lap and a half, and they're 3 wide for the lead now.
Yep. Incredible run there.
And
that 8 car and 42, they just made up a ton of positions doing that.
And they're pushing the 06 to the front.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's the fake 06. The 2 is Steve Singer getting that big time run.
You can catch Steve over HBR TV. Excellent broadcast over there.
Getting a little slicey up there. Ooh, even some tire smoke, but everyone able to hang on at least for the time being.
Oh, the 42 slides down. The 8's going to continue on the outside with help from the 6, though.
Oh, man.
Or not the 6.
Getting intense up here.
We're getting close to halfway.
That we are here, lap 32, 3 wide race in action up here at the front. You got the 30 machine, Joshua Sisk, trying to push that 8 machine up on that far outside lane. You also got the 32 and Nick Biddy jumping on up there as well. He's not scared to get a little bit of dirt inside of that note, get it all on up in there. You also got the 42 continuing to push the 2 of Steve Singer there in the middle lane. And out in front is the 00, the original Florida man, Mr. Joe Bennett. He's got some help from the 16 of Chris Klein on that bottom line. And, man, it is nose to nose all the way from the wall down to the infield here at Talladega.
Yeah, these guys are really putting on a show, and I think it shows their talent right now, being able to go 3 wide this long.
I like where the 99 of Albert Anderson is sitting right now. It shows him being scored in 10th, but he is only a breath away from the front there. And Albert's one of those guys that's very patient. He runs these pack racing tracks all the time. And look to see the 99 maybe somewhere up there close to the top 5 here when this thing is over with.
It looks like that bottom lane, bottom 2 lanes is moving a little bit as we got another 3 wide pass for late. Oh, looks like the 29 into the 8.
Dylan Bryant going to smack the inside wall there with the tailgate. Yellow is out.
And that it is. I don't think there was going to be a save that time for the Heat machine. That one, I think that one was just a little too much in the cards to... How'd you pass me, Kewins?
Yeah, I'm that fast. I went out, made a lap. You didn't notice.
Yeah, it says Alan.
Did you
on,
really?
On my little timing board, it says Alan Kewins passed Alan Brown for P32. Sorry, I got you earlier, so I don't know. I don't know how none of that works. But either way, yeah, a little messy up there up at the front. We were kind of starting to see that slipping and sliding down there. Do you think maybe tires are starting to come into play a little bit now, especially with how hot this track is?
I don't think so. Go ahead, bud.
Maybe. I mean, if you haven't took tires yet, but I've run a lot of laps on one set of tires here.
And unless you mess them up by spinning
Big
or
slides or something like
abusing
that.
them on the apron, on exit or entry or something like that, or locking up the brakes, I don't think you're going to really need tires. Maybe a set halfway. I don't know.
This would be probably this yellow would probably be a good spot to take tires. I still think we're gonna have to. I'm not sure the amount of laps we can run on a tank of gas, but we might still need one more stop after this.
Yeah, I think you are right there, Kewins. Here as we're just about to cross that halfway point. I'm willing to bet 65% fuel. That's probably good for about 25 laps. So they're gonna be still about 10 laps short here.
Yeah, Papa
A lot of guys just topping off with fuel. The 00 did. Chris Klein, I think, just topped off with fuel to get out there real fast.
Yeah, Papa Albert Anderson out there saying lots of 3 wide out there, getting pretty interesting. That was right before the caution came out. And Jason, one of our donors tonight, said that keep an eye on that number 6/30. So the man is mad, fast, whatever he's racing. Opulent Forever out there joining us, saying, get up there, Boyd. Zachary Gomez, our Chicken and Waffles fan out there, saying, come on, number 7, let loose out there. And then Jason, of course, saying, spoke too soon. Rest in peace out there, Sisk. It's not over though yet. He can still get back up there, make something happen. Joshua Sisk, of course, involved in that incident, but
Do we have any retirees yet in this race? The
I haven't
the
seen
8 is
any.
still on pit road. I don't remember him being involved in something earlier, so maybe he's just trying to save a fast repair.
Yeah, he was just involved in this one just now.
Yeah, but I don't remember him being involved in one before that, so he might be just trying to save a fast repair here.
I think you're right.
60's still on pit road.
Yeah, if he's just got some minor
29.
damage, try to get that worked on during the caution. Come back out, pit again if you need to. Let him hammer on it again. We could probably get 2 pit stops in there to let them work on it. This is a huge track. XJ Curl out there saying Indiana Sprint Week rained out. So I'm here full time now. Appreciate you being here with us on the YouTube chat tonight for the hashtag Haley Strong race. Hope Haley's still out there enjoying her popcorn and nachos. All this talk about food earlier is getting me kind of hungry.
I really wish I could make me some nachos now.
We had walk-ons today. I don't know if y'all ever ate there. It's
Never heard of it.
It's like a sports bistro down here. Drew Brees is part owner. Kind of like Buffalo Wild Wings, but they got a lot of Cajun food too and
Okay.
stuff like that. It's a pretty good joint. My favorite dish there is called the grown-up grilled cheese. It's a grilled cheese sandwich with 3 types of cheese, bacon. They serve it with a bowl of marinara to dip it in.
Ooh, that does
Waffle
sound really good.
fries. Oh my god.
But why'd you have to
love
go
it.
and complicate the grilled cheese though?
You add
No,
bacon to
you
anything
don't
and it makes it
understand.
good.
Man, I
Makes it
disagree.
Way better.
They
I
put
disagree.
Gouda on it and pepper jack and cheddar and Parmesan sprinkled on top. Oh my goodness. XJ Curl also says, got about 30 hot dogs and 20 burgers in the kitchen. Eat up, boys. I wish I was a little closer. I'd take you
Yeah.
out. DoorDash me some. Might be a distance. I don't know where you call home there. I said Curl, it's Kurt. Kurt Tex. XJ Kurt Tex 69. It's hard for me to see. I don't have my glasses on. Refuse to wear them. Haley and Friends Club Penguin says, yeah, 2 please. Tracy Scott says she's done eating her popcorn and nachos. She's still watching the race. Thank you for being patient with us, Haley. I know these caution lamps can be not too much fun, but here we go back green.
Indeed we do, as we go back to side-by-side racing here with the 42 breaking out in front on that bottom side. He's got the 00 of Joe Bennett giving him a big old push, but that 2 wide didn't last long as we go 3 wide right behind him.
Yeah, these boys ain't wasting no time, are they?
Aggression time. It's coming early tonight.
Yeah, side by side they go down that back straightaway. There goes the 2 of Steve Singer getting a great run out there. Man, he's been all up over that front row pretty much all race long. Excuse me. As coming up through the field as well is that 7 machine getting that lap back. Now back up to 16th. Taking him a minute.
Slowly but surely, he's making his way back towards the front.
That he is. You also got that 45 Patrick Mahaney running around on that outside of him. They're getting all tucked into line right behind Brandon Coleman up there.
Zach Storms had some fans out there earlier. He's currently sitting 12th, but he's moving up in that red 31 Motul machine. Sitting in the inside line there, just kind of playing it safe, holding on to the yellow.
Ooh, 4
wide.
wide
For the lead here. It looked like the 42 tried to throw a block on the 51, and it didn't quite work.
Man, a little bobbing and
man,
weaving.
That was hairy.
It still is kind of going on, extended out even after it filtered down to 3 wide. Still some slipping and sliding going on down there, but thankfully these drivers were able to figure it on out.
Good thing this track is very wide, and it can fit 4 or 5 trucks.
As the battle continues to rage on here side by side. Man, some fantastic action down here as the 6 is pushing the 06, which has the double O, and we got a wreck.
Brandon Coleman got a half a bumper hanging off of that truck. I don't know who he hit there, but I did see him sideways, and his front bumper flew off.
Hey, yeah, he's missing a few pieces.
Rewind it and see what happened here.
Oh, he gets snagged up with the 17. Gets spun up against the outside wall there, and yeah, I love the Dune Tamish model, man. It's so funny.
So does
the
Haley.
Pieces flying off the cars, yeah.
That's what Tracy just wrote. Haley likes the wrecks. So do we, Haley. Secretly, we really like watching a wreck. Parts flying off, smoke flying.
Well, so that one, it wasn't like dramatic bits and pieces everywhere. It was the entire front clip which stayed together. It just kept rolling down the track.
It kind of slid off.
If we hit one of those, if we hit a bumper rolling across the track, is it going to give our car damage?
I believe it
during
does.
the race.
I haven't.
Yeah, I haven't noticed yet. But I've seen tires flying off these cars, and especially the next gens. I mean, they just explode sometimes.
Well, it's because they're Harbor Freight.
Harbor Freight.
Built by the lowest bidder. They might as well be built for the government. Oh, Nicholas Gomez out there saying, come on, Tristan, shake and bake time. And then Haley and Friends Club Penguin says, go for gold. Melanie Torres out there with some great heart emojis. Thanks for everybody for joining us out there. Still got 49 viewers out there here so far. So much for hanging with us here. The Haley Strong 175 here at Talladega.
Yep, well, here we got some people coming down the top off. I mean, 30 laps to go.
Well,
I bet it's going to be close for these guys, I bet. Especially if they get another yellow. They might be able to make it without pitting again.
It's 30 laps.
We'll see.
It's 30 laps to go right now, but you also got to remember, we're still a couple laps of pacing yet to go, so it's Ooh, it's gotta be
It
close.
might be close. I
And
mean,
green,
if
white,
you can
checker.
still come in and top off, before the check or before the green, even so they could and save under yellow.
Yeah, and you mentioned it earlier tonight, Kewins, about green, white, checker. You know, you got to keep that in account. Just in case.
Especially here, because I mean, once we get
So
under,
long.
we've seen these guys already 3 wide, and we're halfway through. What are they going to be doing when we're 10 laps to go, 5 laps to go? We've seen them 4 wide through the trioval already twice tonight. So I'm expecting some fireworks.
Speaking of some fireworks, a lot of things people didn't know. We were also having a draw here tonight for some, I believe it was racing gloves from Martin Sports.
Martin Sports.
And I do have your winner all picked on out. It was done by random draw. I was just given an Excel spreadsheet, so have at it with the random number generator, and that's what I did. And the random number that came on out was number 10, and that means Mr. Scott Milner is gonna find himself a new pair
Awesome.
of Martin Sports racing gloves.
Well, good for Scott.
I texted the DWRA.
Oh, okay. I was going to put it in.
I did it during the last caution, but kind of ran out of time to announce it. So
I've looked at them Martin gloves before. They sponsor another league that I'm in, and they look really nice. I'd like to get me a set.
yeah, I don't know what it is, man. Especially when racing, my hands get all sweaty.
That's what happens when you're so fast like us. You get sweaty when you're racing up front.
I know. Oh,
I did a race
DW saying
Wednesday
redraw.
night, and for my league race, and I tell you what, I led the last 19 laps of it, and it came down to green, white, checker, and I lost on the last lap, and I was sweating bullets that race.
He's saying redraw, but the guys, whatever.
I thought he said we're not redrawing in the pre-race. All right.
Oh, he's won a pair already. Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, I mean then I guess that's fair.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he already
sure.
got him a set, so why not pass him on to somebody else,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Hey, hit it.
Let's see here. It will be number 48, which on the list would be Vincent Short.
Ah, cool. Short.
Looking at the comments, Derek Donna, yes, it does work here. Shutting the truck under caution and coasting, clutching it. That you can save a lot of gas that way.
Oh, you can save a ton of gas that way, and I know quite a few people that have not necessarily won, but at least picked up some freebie spots here at the end of some of these things.
Mm-hmm.
I've always had my ignition mapped to where it was easy to get to and just shut it off, turn it back on, and then dump the clutch and restart it.
Yep.
It works
Run
great.
around here in high gear, and you can save a lot of gas.
As the pace car is about to save a little bit of fuel here as well as it comes on back down to its parking spot down on pit road, and we go back to the green flag. We're going to have Steve Singer and Joshua Sisk going side by side, getting everybody all back up to speed here once again. Some slicing and dicing in the back as maybe some people were a little bit more ready to go than others. Oh, talk about being ready to go. That 53 Kevin Delia diving on down to that bottom side. There was a window of opportunity, and he absolutely took it here and jumping on board that freight train, continuing to move on down this back straightaway. You got that too, Steve Singer trying to guide that out the inside lane up and around with that 30 assist guiding the 51 machine. That's the 16 of Chris Klein trying to catch back on up through this field.
It's not going to be too long. And these boys, they've showed they're not very patient tonight. They're willing to go 3 wide early in these runs and stay that way.
And Nicholas Gomez out there saying, Grandpa loves you, Haley, from Alice, Texas. Hashtag Haley Strong. Alice, Texas, down South Texas, where I grew up. Close to Mathis, Lake Mathis down there, Corpus Christi. Pretty close to the coast.
That 00's all over the back of Steve's truck trying to keep him out front.
Look at the 42 once again trying the strategy of let's go up high and see if I can get people to come with me.
It's worked for him before.
Yeah, he's trying it again here. So he might. Let's see if he drops down behind Cotton here. No, he's gonna stay with it.
Well, he did for a split second just to gather up a little bit more of that momentum. And he's not gonna have to wait for too much longer. You got that 99 of Anderson coming on up with the 8 of Bryant on his tail, and a couple others as well. As it's 2 wide up here at the front, but it's 3 wide here in the middle, and that's gonna change here mighty soon. 73. Josh Kelleher, man, he has just been kind of quagmired there in the middle here.
Oh, getting cinched up there. Andrew probably not liking that, I bet.
But look at the 2 trucks that jumped up in front of Cotton too. Everybody saw that third line getting run. Now they all want a piece.
42. Andrew went to the middle. He said, "I'll abandon this top side."
All right, well, of course, you know why that is. It's because the
push the pusher.
Oh, big checkup.
Oh my goodness. They saved
There you
it.
go. They saved it.
Everybody backing out of it just in time to avoid absolute calamity. Of course, you know it's getting all turned on up because that lap ticker thing there, English, switched from saying, like 30 out of 70 or whatever. It's now saying to go, which means we're getting on down to it. 25 laps left to go here tonight as 00 Joe and the 30 machine of Joshua Sisk work together here. Now the 00 drops on down to have some help from the 2 Steve Singer. Everybody beating and banging for whatever positions that they can muster. Again, still probably a pit stop away from most of these drivers. Probably a splash and go coming on up here for the end.
Oh man, here we go again. 3 wide. They're really pushing that outside lane. The 99 and the 8.
Still 50 plus viewers out there tonight. If you have the time, a few extra bucks, hit that QR code there. So that GoFundMe for Haley. She's watching tonight as these drivers are out here trying to raise a little money for her and her family out there. And man, these guys are putting on one heck of a show. That's for sure. It's not disappointing at all.
No, it is not.
As here comes that 60 machine of Terry Radford. We saw him go from champ to chump a little bit earlier on. Well, he's starting to make his way up through this middle of the field, back up to 14th right now. Ooh, right in front of him, though, there's some beating and banging of doors. A little bit of right side romance going on between Mahaney and Anderson there.
Buddy Valley Odinson joining us tonight. What's up, people? What's up is we're raising some money for Haley and her family out here tonight. And Melanie Torres saying love, prayers, hashtag Haley Strong from Grandpa Emilio and Uncle Gordo in Alice, Texas. I've been called Gordo many times. It's not my name, but it's a good descriptor.
Round man?
Speaking folks will know. Well, kind of. Round is a shape. Not in shape, so. Gordo fits.
Yeah, well,
I'm trying to change that.
Well, just because, like I'm a pretty thin person, that doesn't mean I'm in shape either,
We are, coming down to 20 laps to go in this race, and every truck is still out there running in the lead pack.
That is awesome, dude. That never happens besides at NTRL.
I bet there's quite a few of them though that's use that fast repair, and they're trying to stay a little more patient towards the end.
I smell a storm coming.
Oh, it's gonna be coming.
Used to say.
Well, that's just because you live in Louisiana. But meanwhile, we're still staying 3 by 3 up here, battling for this lead. Double O Joe still guiding these lanes on around. He's going from the top down to the bottom. Whatever one he feels might have a run to aid in his advantage. As here goes the 51, giving him a big old push. That's actually the 16 of Chris Klein giving him a big old shove. But Albert Anderson coming with a run up on the high side. Will Double O Joe jump up in time? No, he will not. And down low, here comes that 2 of Steve Singer as well. Ooh, man, oh man, oh man. This is what racing is all about.
Middle line looks like it might have the advantage here just by a hair.
51 with a great push on Double O Joe Bennett. Let's see if Double O stays in the middle or if he tries to move down in front of the
Oh, no, he goes up high in front of Albert.
They've known each other for a long time.
That's going to let Steve, clear him then.
But those top 3 drivers in the outside line, the 00, the 99, the 8, they've raced together for a long time. They're great plate track drivers. They're going to try to make something happen here on the outside line as we click on laps.
Here we go. We're 3, 4, 5 cars deep, aren't we?
Oh, you need to keep adding fingers there, Q-Wins.
Oh, man. The whole field is 3 by 3.
Oh, no!
Oh,
I need to zoom out a little bit.
29, Scott Milner.
Oh, Scott Milner. Oh, there's bits and pieces missing from that machine, and he is spraying for mosquitoes. Oh, man. Oh, man. It was a hard hit. I wasn't able to get the camera quite to it in time, but I could just tell from the little bit that I saw. Ooh, that was vicious.
Yeah, let's hope he's one of them guys that have a fast repair left, because he's gonna need it.
Can you imagine if that happened up near the front? We'd have a much bigger wreck here.
Ooh.
But
Yep, that was the wrong incident. This is the right one. Let's kind of see what happened here. Maybe a little bit of a love tap to the quarter panel side, not a square hit by the 17. Let's go ahead and jump on up to the chopper camera here. Getting things all lined on up, and just the slightest of nudges, and you know how vital aerodynamics are here, and just a littlest touch of something will send them on around, and yeah, the 17 machine getting beaten with that one as well.
That's unfortunate.
You've got to be square. You've got to be square if you're going to bump somebody or push somebody. And there you go. There's textbook. That's exactly what happens here. Not just here, but in real life here. This simulation is a pretty accurate representation of what the drivers experience in real life when they're not perfectly square, trying to give somebody a little bump or a push. Ginger Parent says Shepherd Racing's motto is racing is what heroes do on their day off. But she also said that I think we can all agree tonight's hero is Haley out there in the fight for her life, battling cancer and kicking its butt. So she said, thank you very much for the support. And
we got everybody coming down pit road here.
Everybody except Terry Radford. He pitted on lap 40 on one of those final few take-arounds, and for the most part, he kind of stayed in that middle. He was able to save a little bit of fuel, so I don't know if he's going to be able to save a little bit more here. Still might be just a couple laps short. We'll just have to wait and see as the shuffling and bustle happens down here on pit road. Inside of 20 laps to go, we're going to have about 16 to go once when we go back to the green flag here tonight. But we do need to take a minute to say a huge thank you to all of our fantastic race sponsors over here tonight, jumping on and supporting this fantastic cause. So let's play some advertisements and celebrate the people that have been part of the NTR family since day number 1. And welcome back as we're getting all lined on up here. The lights on the pace truck are off. Gonna be 16 laps to go when these drivers come back down and come across that line. It's Terry Radford and 00 Joe Bennett getting things lined on up here side by side, followed by Albert Anderson and Steve Singer, Chris Klein, Joshua Sisk, Dylan Bryant, Kevin Delia, Nick Biddy, Joe David, all getting in the hunt. Same thing with the 43, Dana Shepard. He's in the mid, but right there in 11th. He can shuffle through this field. Same thing with Mahaney and Barish as that green flag flies, and away we go, and wasting
They're already 3 wide.
Wasting no time whatsoever. You got that too, as Steve Singer bumping up to that far outside lane. I think he's got help with somebody he may know. It's the 30 of Joshua Sisk, who kind of joined him almost immediately as soon as they cross that outside line, jumping up to that far lane. Here comes that 53 Kevin Delia, though, as they slip down back to the down to the middle. You got the 53. He did have some help. Oh, but he lost all of it. He's waiting for Mahaney to catch on back up to him here up on that outside lane to give him some assistance.
Yeah, he needs help right now because he's dropping.
And keep in mind, folks, these guys are going to be fighting hard. There is a cash prize out there for first, second, and third. Hopefully, we'll see the winners donate the money back. It's not mandatory.
We're seeing it already here. The intensity's ramping up on this restart.
Absolutely.
I mean, they was willing to put a 3 wide going into 1 right from the get-go. But you got that 51. I mean, he's behind the 00, and he seems like he's a really good pusher. And then now they're putting the 60 in the sucker hole.
Oh, he sure is. The 6 will catch him here. One of the trucks running the 6.
Yeah, poor Terry. I mean, he lost a lot of spots right there.
It's like Terry put it in reverse. Remember that video? Put it in reverse, Terry. The fireworks.
Oh yeah, no, I remember. I know that video. Yes.
Put it in reverse, Terry. Terry needs to put it in forward.
He's trying to, but it's the same thing for that 44 machine. Dana Shepard kind of stuck up on that outside lane. He does have some help, just not making moves quite yet. I think it's because that middle line really not all that put together. Well, now it's going to be put together with the 8 sliding up on in there. So now watch that outside lane get a massive run here with that side draft.
Run now, yeah, here it comes.
Incredible.
It was like that missing puzzle piece there. Just needed somebody to fill that gap in that middle lane, and that line was going to fly.
Took a half a straightaway, and now they're 3 wide for the lead, or almost 3 wide for the lead.
Some top speeds out here tonight. 201 from a couple of different trucks here tonight. 201 in a truck.
That tells you how big of a draft these trucks can get.
They punch a huge hole in the air. That creates some crazy draft force.
Wasn't that the average speed of a car going down there on the Katy Freeway?
I don't know. I didn't spend a lot of time down there in Houston.
44, here they come on the outside again.
That's what we need Anderson for. As that 44, Dana Shepard getting another big run, big push. Oh, that was a push the pusher situation that almost caused the big one, but thankfully everybody was able to keep it on the straight and narrow. Steve Singer, though, still has his front bumper out in front of that 00 of Joe Bennett, but not for long, as that 51 machine of Chris Klein giving him a big old shove here as well. You got that, still got that 30 of Joshua Sisk. He's been up here pretty much all race long, putting in some good laps and some good pushes as well, as we're 3 wide, about 8 rows deep here at Talladega. About 12 laps left to go to claim ourselves a winner here tonight.
I think this is what the rest of the race is going to look like for us. I mean, 3 by 3 by 3, as deep as they can make it.
Sierra Jones out there on the YouTube saying hashtag Haley Strong. Derek Donna says, about time to grab some fuel. Albert Anderson, it's shake and bake time. That's what David Jacobs thinks out there. Tracy Cotton, of course, saying, thanks to my family and and Leroy's family for tuning in tonight. We love you guys. Thanks to everybody watching out there. We've had 50-plus viewers out there constantly tonight. thank y'all so much for joining us. Hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't already. But more importantly, use that QR code. Help Haley and her family. Cancer is a very expensive thing to have, and it's just it's a terrible, terrible thing that we need to eradicate. And I tell you what, these guys are mixing it up front. We're seeing a lot of bumping and banging here 3 wide, about 10 rows deep.
Oh no, in the back.
Great show for us.
Had some incidents going on in the back. The 7, Tristner getting caught up.
The 7.
Yeah, he gets caught up, but again, this is so far out of the pack at this point that he in the 42, no caution is gonna wave for that.
Let's see what happened here. It looked like just maybe a little bit of a checkup, and that started setting everything off.
And
more wrecking. Yellow's out now. Terry's one of them. Austin Smith.
no,
Terry in the 60. I don't.
James Lee as well.
James Lee. Okay. Well, that'll rack and stack everybody back up. We're going to see some fuel stops here for sure, I think, as we close in on the end. Guys that may have not picked up fuel on the last stop there. Well, I don't know. Let's see.
Well,
I
if
did it at
anything,
52.
I don't think a lot of them's going to come down.
Think guys have enough for a couple of green white checkers?
I do. I think after that last caution with maybe it was less than 20 to go, so
yeah, that's just a hard impact. That was the 17 got into the back of the 54, a little bit of a checkup there, and just 54 getting all loosey-goosey. It was kind of tiptoeing that line of the apron, just sending that truck on around, and hard impact up into the 60. Oh, goodness. Oh, 31 as well.
Hey.
31 was almost free and clear, but then the 54 comes back down the track and it closes that window of safety on him.
Well, it looks like Nick Biddy had a connection issue. So far, he's the only person not connected here to the race that started here tonight. I'm sure he's going to probably try to be getting back in, but he's the only truck right now, it looks like, being scored laps down. He may be joined by other trucks as these guys come back around. We see a new scoring loop here.
Yeah, and you know what? As much as it's a bummer that we see Biddy lose the connection there, and some more trucks get involved in an incident. But the 7 of Tristan Cotton, he's been like, whew, I really needed that caution. I was way out of it. I was about to go a lap down again and maybe not get that one back. But hey, he avoids the lap down situation. He can come down, get some pit road work all done, and get right back on out there. He's still in it with a shot. And I mean, he's 29th.
he needs to get this damage fixed. I mean, it's not horrible, but he's definitely got some right front damage, but I mean, this a long pace lap, so looks like he might have had a faster pair there. So we are good.
XJ Kurt out there saying 2 out of 3 of my drivers were in that wreck. Alessa Jones out there saying hashtag Haley Strong. Thank you so much for your support. And Dan Parent saying, let's go Dana Shepard. Dana's going to restart right here on the front row, it looks like.
That's what it's looking like. Dana Shepard, 00 Joe Bennett going to be starting side by side. We're going to be about, I'm going to say probably 6 laps to go when they go back to the green flag. So definitely coming on down to it. If we do see another caution, that will bring out some bonus time here as well.
Well, and the 13, he called himself this one time, so I'm not saying anything that hadn't already been said, but old man Paul is going to be starting outside row number 2 in that Bobcat number 13 machine. He's actually in a pretty good spot there. I like being on the outside row or 2 back on these restarts here at Talladega, especially when it's coming down towards the end. You get a pretty good run there on the outside line.
I think that 00 of Joseph Bennett's looking pretty good. The 16 of Chris Klein, he's been a really good pusher all night. And this is the time to have somebody lined up behind you that's going to push you. And that Chris Klein, he seems like he's been a really good pusher all night.
Lahoma Randall joining us out there saying some of the moms said to tell Haley that she is in their prayers. Lahoma, one of those very, very caring mamas to many, I guess you could say. Terry Radford said 28 to first, gonna win this thing. And Lahoma says she is in their prayers. Sorry, there was a typo. Yeah, we figured it. Tracy said thank you so much for the support out there.
Well, Terry, you got a lot of spots to make up, buddy. I'm rooting for you.
Yeah, man. It can be done. We've seen it before. He's only got to make up 26 spots. He's going to actually restart 27th, I think. Bonus position.
Bonus. So we get all locked in, loaded here, ready to go back to the green flag here in just a little bit.
So, do you guys know how many green white checkers there?
No.
Typically it's 3.
Typically, yeah, with this league, I think it's 3. I think you're right there, Brown.
But who knows? DW has been known to mess up a session or two.
That's the rumor.
I mean, poor guy's walking around with one leg right now.
Yeah. He got attacked by a forklift, a runaway forklift.
Oh, no.
Yeah. He's got a bum leg and, I don't know how functional his brain is after all that. DW, he's one of those guys got so much going on. I don't see how he keeps up with it all, but running NTG, running all these racing leagues and stuff, his brain's got to be fried. But we love him to death, and he organized this thing here tonight, and we're proud to be a part of it. And looks like we're about to go back green racing once again.
Indeed, as here we go back to green flag racing with 6 laps left to go. Another caution here will bring us down to bonus time as we get all locked and loaded. Green flag is back on out with the 00 and the 44 side by side, 16 and the 13 getting it locked in here as well, trying to shuffle his way back up through the madness is that 99 of America's driver Albert Anderson moving on up through this field. You got the 4 of Anthony Williams, haven't talked about him much yet today, but he's been slowly moving his way back on up. Same thing with the 38 of Dustin Logston, he's been moving on up. 5 AJ Evangelista trying to sneak his way from 17th. Maybe he can find his way up to the front within these final few laps, as well as S.E. Martin in the 67 machine trying to find a way to get on up there as well as the madness happens. And that is the big one.
Big one.
Oh, slow down. Yep. Oh, that's so many trucks involved.
00 and the 99. A couple of your guys that big track ringers involved in that.
Yeah, I got a feeling we're about to see this field get cut off by its knees a little bit here. A few people running out of those fast repairs.
44 went airborne
Did the 51 of Chris Klein give us just a little bit off center bump, and is that what started that?
Let's see here.
I was just giving praises for being a really good pusher, man.
Just a little. Oh man, it's so tough to be that close and push in the corner, and yeah, it sends the 00 down onto the apron, and we'll even send this one down to super slow-mo. The 44 getting bunched around, the 99 gets tagged up in the door, back bumpers are flying, the 8 gets turned around, the O machine gets hit. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, that was a big one, man. A lot of good trucks involved in that one.
Double O wrecked from the lead. Yeah, the 44. Dana Shepard ended up going airborne there for a hot minute.
That number 60, Terry Radford, he slowed down to almost a stop, and he missed it, so he'll be making up a lot of positions here.
Saw them fireworks happening, and
he backed out of it.
he didn't have to back up, but he backed out of it. Good job, Terry.
Yeah, that one that one was big.
Got a lot of them.
That one was big.
Ginger parents saying, "Well, Haley, there's your big wreck." Oh man, look at the views we're seeing on the YouTube of the different angles. My goodness.
That truck about went over, didn't it?
Just about did. It's amazing the the roof flaps and the hood flaps and stuff that they have here for a safety feature to allow that air coming underneath that truck to escape so as not to lift the truck up off the ground like a wing on a plane. And it did its job. Kept him from flipping over. Gracious. Yeah, they'll try to re-rack here. Some guy's going to come down and try to get some damage.
Someone else that made it through that wreck, the number 7 Tristan Cotton, he doesn't look like he got a spot on his truck after that.
So he's going to move up. He's going to be...
Oh, yeah. He's going to be 11th, it looks like.
Yeah, he scored 11th. Tristan Cotton with a chance here. These guys are going to re-rack. Alan, is this going to be one of the... this is going to be an unofficial green-white checker.
Ooh. The caution came out, I think, just early enough.
I think you're right.
What?
So, Haley, hope you're watching, but keep an eye on that 7. We'll try to keep an eye on it with you as the end is coming soon, and he's got a shot here.
You're telling me there's a shot.
You're saying there's a chance. There absolutely is. I mean, starting from 7th.
Oh, I mean,
White checker situation. I'd love to be in that spot.
if your truck's running here at the end of it, you got a shot.
This is gonna be fun here, fellas. I'm so glad to be joined by you guys up here in the booth tonight for such a great cause. And Turner couldn't be here tonight, but Alan Kewins, you're one of those guys that's you're like, put me in, coach.
Oh yeah,
I'll come up there and help you guys, and you do such a great job. You're such a great analyst because you've done this for so long. You've been in iRacing for a long time.
Yeah, no, thank you. I love joining you guys. I mean, we're all buddies at this. But no, to come out tonight for a special cause like this it's an honor, and it's been fun. I mean, these guys have put on a good show. I mean, they ain't afraid to put it 3 wide, 6, 7 rows deep here. So, and we're gonna keep seeing that.
And that we're gonna get ourselves an unofficial green-white checker finish. Either way, we're finishing this one under green-white checker conditions here, fellas. So basically, let's break down these rules. These fields gonna work its way on back around and take to that green flag as they come across the line the next time by. If a caution comes out, well, we just re-rack and do it all over again. But if the leader crosses that start-finish line and takes the white flag, that's it. The race will be over at the end of that lap, no matter what. It is just a massive dog pile to the finish. It doesn't matter if you get spun out back in 30th, get those wheels back under you, and try to make up a few more positions, because there's going to be some more wrecks out there, and that will be for certain. Well, that 2 is Steve Singer in the double nickel. Tom Barish up 31 spots on the evening
Wow.
gets things all locked and loaded. As we get all locked and loaded, it's time to buckle up, strap on those drinking helmets, throw inhibition out the window. Green white checker finish here tonight for the hashtag Haley Strong 175, brought to you by the NTRL. Side by side they go down. This one may not last too long here, fellas. We got some beating and banging in the back. They're able to figure it on out. Meanwhile, still up here at the front, the 55 machine getting some big old help pushing up there on that high side. Oh, and there they go.
The 29 around.
And
The caution came out before they took the yellow flag. We're going to re-rack and do this again, and Tristan survived that. He went low.
of course, the caution came out before the yellow.
Yeah, I
Well,
think
before
you're gonna...
the white. I mean, before the white. You know what I mean.
Yeah, I'm messing with you.
I think your eventual winner of this race is gonna come maybe 4 or 5 rows back from the restart. So
That's what we come to expect from Talladega.
Yeah.
Mr. Brown. We've seen a bunch of these, and that happened. That's very common.
I mean, it really is, and I mean, especially, man, Dega is one of the trickiest tracks as we kind of see what happened there. Is just getting all spun around. Goodness gracious, whole bunch of diaper cams to be had down there, but we'll save the viewers from that one. But man, especially with that extra, few hundred feet that Dega has, because that start-finish line isn't in the middle of that tri-oval. It's a little bit after it. Whoever's leading come out of 4 usually doesn't win here.
yeah, that extra 100, 200 yards, it leads itself to trouble a lot of times here.
Tracy's begging for it. All right. They're asking for the cockpit view.
Cockpit view for Tristan.
For Tristan. Here we go, jumping on in, and hope everybody brought an extra pair of pants. Here we go. That one wasn't too bad. I just went up high of them. But yeah, you could see all the beating and banging going on. You had people not, it's go time. You ain't giving no inches.
Yeah, there's no patience now. We ain't giving no breaks. It's go time.
And don't forget, folks, we've got that QR code in the corner of the screen to help Haley and her family out. A little GoFundMe they have set up. Help us reach the goal set on there. And over 60 viewers right here tonight. Thank y'all so much for being here. Thanks to everybody who shared tonight's link. And keep in mind, you can share this link even after the race is over. That QR code is not going to go anywhere. That thing is going to be up on YouTube forever. So tell everybody you can about it. They want the Tristan cockpit cam for the rest of the race.
I mean, it could be exciting.
Oh, it most definitely could be. It's, now we're really officially getting into the green white checkers. Man, it's.
We definitely should do a recap maybe after, if anything, if we're able to do that.
We'll have to see. I've been so amped up for this race. I haven't slept yet today.
Oh man, yeah, that's rough. Yeah, you're a night shifter. I forget about that sometimes.
Oh yeah.
How's this?
Well, we gonna get the one to go here this time by?
Looks like it. Steve Singer's going to be scored your leader inside row number 1. See, are these guys going double file yet? Yep.
Yep.
Looks like they are.
Crosses the line. Lights on the pace
Lights
truck.
are on.
Turn on off. So here we go as the field gets all locked and loaded. We started tonight with 31 drivers. We currently have 27 still on this lead lap. As we get all, oh, excuse me, did I miscount? Or are they just not caught up just yet? I don't think they've caught up quite yet. We do have 27 on the lead lap.
Yep, 27. Yep, that's what I got.
Got the...
Fellas, go ahead, bud.
Oh, I was just going to say, got the 2 Steve Singer going alongside the 55 of Tom Barish, 4 for Anthony Williams, 38 Duxton Lawson, Skylar Herod, Brian Boyd, Terry Radford, S.E. Martin, Chris Jordan, and Tristan Cotton, all up inside of this top 10 right now. And again, 3 attempts at it. Not including the last attempt, because the last attempt was unofficial. Now these are official, so this is attempt 1 of 3.
Keep her clean to the white flag, boys, and this race will be official.
I want some bonus time. I'm with Haley. I want to see some more wrecking and some more.
I want to see it go green the 2 laps, and we see a good fit, a side-by-side finish, 2-3 wide coming across the line. Maybe somebody sideways.
Yeah, man, that would be fantastic to see indeed. As here we go, pace car diving on down into pit road as we get locked and loaded and back up to speed into that Geico restart zone. The field goes side by side, firing it on up for this green, white, checkered finish. Here is a, oh man, great push there on the outside lane by that 4 of Anthony Williams. You also got that 38 of Duxton Loxton getting a pretty good shove to that 2 of Steve Singer, marked as the 06 on his car. Also got the 3 machine Skylar Herod still battling out there down on that bottom side, making and breaking their way down the back straightaway, still looking cleanish. Ooh, a little disconnect.
Oh, here comes the 6. Oh, he turns to the 6. The end is
Tristan
coming.
Cotton.
Oh, no.
Tristan involved in that, smacking the inside wall. Oh man,
That was unfortunate. Somebody got a little impatient and tried to fit it 3 wide when he didn't quite have the room, I feel.
Tracy and Haley are going to get to see the 7's view here. They may not like what they see here on this restart, or on this this incident that happened on the backstretch.
And then it continued into turns 3 and 4. Unfortunately, the 60 machine getting caught up in some of that stuff. Let's go ahead and kind of see what happens here. And
yeah, it looks like Joshua he was going to put it 3 wide, and then the person filled the hole he was trying to fill in.
And heavy impacts down there against the inside pit wall. It was, you know what he was doing there, Mr. English? He was trying to get that turbo tunnel.
Turbo tunnel, yeah. Side drafting off of both sides and trying to use that gap in the air to make some gains, and caught the corner of that red and black truck. I didn't see a number on it, but it ended up taking out Tristan as well.
Man, poor Tristan. He's been involved in about all of them tonight, hasn't he?
Yeah, and then Terry ended up against the inside wall rolling backwards. So back it up, Terry. It happened tonight. Terry in reverse. Put it in reverse, Terry.
He did indeed put it in reverse.
I feel bad for everybody that doesn't get that joke, because that was
It is a good one.
Well, as we get all locked and loaded for attempt number 2, we're going to take a quick step aside again, just a quick one, because we're going to be getting all stacked back up here before you all know it. And We'll have attempt number 2 at this green-white checker finish coming at you live from Talladega here at this hashtag Haley Strong. As we return to what carnage lays in front of us here, you got the two Singer and Barish in the 55 machine getting things all locked and loaded here once again with the lights on the pace car turning back on off. And while we were away for the commercial break, Special K, you were just mentioning something. There's a lot of cars down on pit road now.
Yeah, there is. Quite a few cars still out there with damage. I mean, our second place driver, Tom, I mean, he's got some right front damage. That's really going to hurt him, I feel.
Yeah, if you got front end damage, you can survive, you know, if you're behind somebody that doesn't have that damage. You know, we've seen that many times at these pack racing tracks.
Yeah, you really don't want to be leading the line.
You cannot lead a line. You cannot do that.
If I'm behind him, I'm jumping to the outside immediately and leaving him there. I'm sorry, Tom, but that's just what's got to happen.
And Haley
behind him, the 38, he's got left front damage. So I mean, we're starting to see some beat up trucks out there now.
And Haley
29's got damage. Oh, sorry.
Haley has gone to bed tonight, but she's going to watch the end of this tomorrow. So we're going to keep on going here tonight. And XJ pulling for Boyd out there. Go ahead, buddy.
No, I mean, too bad she's in bed. She's going to need her popcorn for this.
Oh, yeah. Tomorrow's a new day, and this link's going to be here forever. So she can watch this over and over.
Well, unless NASCAR decides that it wants to claim that we're too good again.
They better not censor us again.
I know, right?
Let's watch this outside lane here because they're gonna be slow with a couple damaged trucks up there.
I'm with you.
Yeah, we'll have to definitely watch and see as here they go down through the tri-oval here once again. That 2 in the 55 re-racked and stacked side by side, putting the hammer down. Green flag racing here once again. Paul Vosberg saying slingshot engage as they shuffle on down through turns 1 and 2. The field trying to get all up to speed.
Little door slamming.
And,
17 and the 73 nose to nose doing a little kissing action down there.
Yeah, well, normally it's, you know, just a little right side romance, but That was
Front to front,
that.
full frontal romance. I don't know what you call it.
Whoa! I was just gonna say what was the French guy's name in Talladega Nights?
Gerard,
no.
Jean Gerard.
Was it Jean Girard?
Yeah.
Ah, well, little Jean Girard action going on down
Don't
there.
mind fake NASCAR history.
That movie was actually on TV today before we started broadcasting, and I watched probably the first 15 minutes of it.
Yeah, it's a good one. Well, Valley Odinson convinced that the pace truck is going to win this race out here tonight. He said, just one step closer.
Well, because this will be it. This is going to be the final attempt.
This is the final attempt, yeah.
So no matter what, at the when this one goes back green, the next flag ends it, whether it be the white and checkered, or the yellow.
Because it does what it freezes the field.
It will freeze the field.
Right
Yeah.
Yeah. If I'm the 55, I want to get a good restart here and hope that caution comes out as immediately, because your damage, you're going to be able to keep up for the first half a lap, 3/4 of a lap, but once everything starts getting winded out, that damage is really going to hurt him. So he needs to get out front early and hope for that caution.
That's great observation there, because you're still accelerating, right? You're still running through gears.
Mm-hmm.
You're still trying to get up to speed, and if a caution comes out, then you still got a chance, but the aero damage is going to kill you. Once you get up to speed. Great insight there, Mr. Kewins.
Well,
a couple of guys coming down pit lane here.
And maybe just topping up on that field, because again, a lot of these guys haven't pitted since lap 50, and depending on how close they to the margins they were cutting it, all this extra racing, man, it's starting to kind of eat into their reserves.
Lap 52 was a long time ago.
Yeah, we're 10 laps. We're almost 10 laps over, and what's that? I'm over 2.5 miles a lap. That's a lot of extra miles we put on these trucks here.
Good quarter tank, probably. Yeah, Papa Albert out there saying a good race turned into a demolition derby. Yeah,
it happens a lot here at Talladega.
It's the nature of this close-up pack racing, but so much money raised tonight for Haley and the family, and it was all for a good cause. And
there's no points on the line, so a lot of these guys. I mean, it's a lot of these guys. It's full send all night, so.
And the top 3 positions, of course, this is a payout race. These guys getting paid some money, so no pressure, but hopefully they donate it back. And everybody's paying money to enter this race, so if they don't, I understand. But 55 with a... Yeah, most of the damage looks like it's on the rear end of that truck.
Look at his right front fender. I thought he had a lot of right front fender damage.
Let me take a look. Let's see. Rear chase. Oh, yeah, his right front fender's pretty much
missing
gone.
the whole fender, pretty much. Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's gonna be rough there.
But he gets a really good restart and gets out in front, and that yellow comes out really quick. He wins it.
Well,
no matter what that damage is.
Here's the thing, though. Steve Singer restarting right next to him. Steve Singer, a great broadcaster, but not only that, he's a great race car driver in that 06. So,
and he's in the control spot, so it's his race to lose.
Absolutely.
I think he might be pretty close on gas with dipping down below the yellow line and stuff like that. He's down there shutting it off and trying to cut as much distance out of this racetrack as he can.
I think you're right, dude.
I mean, watch for that. I mean, he could run out of gas, on the white flag lap. Do we know what lap he pitted last?
Yes. Let's see. 52. He pitted the same lap
yeah.
as the rest of the top 7. Top 7 all pitted on lap 52. So if he's shutting it off and the other guys aren't, he may have a little advantage here.
We'll find out here.
He's raced enough races and called enough races over there at HBR TV that he knows what the strategy calls for. So
Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
yeah, we'll see what happens here. Mr. Brown.
Yep.
It's been a great race here tonight, boy.
Man, it certainly has, coming all the way down to the wire. Of course, bonus race in action never hurt anybody. Always love that.
Glad we got a little bit of extra tape left over for Haley to watch tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Hope she feels great tomorrow and some more of that.
Hopefully it goes the distance here, and it's a side-by-side finish and an exciting one for her.
And that indeed is. There goes that pace truck down and in. Double nickel. Tom Barish. I almost said double O, but it's the double nickel. Getting things all started on off with that 2 of Steve Singer. There they go. Green flag racing for the final time here tonight. No matter what, this is it. The last time we're taking to that green flag down through turns 1 and 2. 55 trying to work well here with that 38 machine of Dustin Longston, trying to give him that little bit of an extra boost. You can also see Brian Boyd, Chris Klein there as well. Here comes Albert Anderson up on that far outside lane. Not a lot of help. Oh, things are getting dicey.
Oh, there's the red.
Oh, but they're going down to the apron.
Needs the yellow now. Nope, it's not coming.
Not coming, as it all trickled on down to the flat apron, making their way down through turns 3 and 4 is the field. 3 wide as they come off of that turn. Are they going to make it to that line for the white flag to get one more lap of heart-wrenching action down here? Oh man, it is tight, but they will. Here we go. Final lap here at Dega. Beaten bang, and 55 gets knocked around. 99 makes it on through. Somehow we have flipping and flopping cars acting like helicopters out in the background. Meanwhile, the 38 of Dustin Loxon breaks free in.
Back.
38 breaks free and clear. 42, Andrew Navarro. He's been up at the front for quite a bit here today. 99, Albert Anderson, disappearing like a magic man, reappears here in the middle, tucks back into line. Here goes the 43 of Dana Shepard with a big push from the 43 of Delia. Line by line, they shuffle down through turns 3 and 4. One final run, one final drag race to find out who's going to win it here tonight. The 43 with that big push from the 53. Any challengers coming up? No, there will not. It will be the 43 of Mr. Dana Shepard picking up the race win, followed by Delia, followed by Anderson at the line.
Oh, several different wrecks there, Kewins. I mean, one after another, taking out leaders, taking out guys in the top 3, top 5, but Shepard and Delia and Anderson able to dodge it all.
Yeah, I mean, that's the aggression coming out. I mean, these boys want to win this race. They want to win the money. And it showed there. I mean, it was chaos in the last 2 laps.
As we take a look back here at the white flag, the 8, let's see what happened with the 8 got a little bit of an unfriendly bump there from the 5 and just storms up the track, and we had somebody go for an absolute helicopter ride here. The new Rocket Man coming on out to theaters near you.
Yeah, the 8 almost looked like a connection problem or an equipment problem. Kind of cut to the right.
That's unfortunate.
It might have been a bump problem, but
and then earlier on in that run, you had Steve Singer getting from the lead, getting into a little bit of some action there as well. Let's
yeah, feel bad for Steve. getting involved in that.
And 77 went on down there with him. Oh, man. And it was just wreck after wreck. Oh, my goodness. But in the end, there's only 3 that could be left standing. And, oh, my goodness. We can talk to one of them right on about now. We can talk to tonight's 3rd place finisher as we get Mr. Albert Anderson, America's driver, finding some way to pull a Houdini out of his hat and sneak on through the chaos, finding his way on up to that podium. Albert, man, great job coming on out here supporting the great cause, man, and talk about having a little bit of a rough finish here, but trying to stay strong and finish on through it.
Yeah, that race was insane from start to finish. I hope we were able to put on a good show for an extremely worthy cause tonight. Supporting Haley, hashtag Haley Strong. She's going through a real tough situation, her and her family. And I believe the top 3 get payouts, and
Yes.
I want to be the first one to give my money to
Yes.
Haley's family and that whole organization over there. So I want to give my winnings tonight to the family.
Thank you, brother. That's a freaking awesome thing. And you know, I've been to a lot of poker runs and stuff on motorcycles and stuff. That's we try to pressure all the winners into doing is to donate it back. And thank you so much, brother. We sure appreciate you. And you know, we talked about you earlier in the race as one of those big track ringers. I mean, because you really are. You're a really patient driver, and you know that's what you have to be at one of these big pack racing tracks. And what were the challenges y'all saw out there tonight besides the usual? I mean, you know, visibility problems and fuel strategy and that kind of thing. But what was your mindset?
Well, it started off really aggressive from lap 1. I mean, people were making some, really super aggressive moves. And, we knew going in that, my whole team, we were going to have to race really aggressive in order to stay up front. There was a lot of, door banging and going back and forth with each other. So it was either, be aggressive and try to stay up front or fall to the back. And we just figured we'd try to stay up front all night.
With that mindset of staying up front all night, how tough is it to go through restart after restart there at the end and get good restarts and stay up front the whole time?
It was really tough, especially if you started on the bottom. The bottom line had a really hard time getting going. The second lane is going to naturally get a big run coming off of 2. So, I kept focusing on trying to stay in that second or third lane. I knew that was the only way I was going to be able to stay up front because, getting bogged down in the bottom, you were just going to keep getting freight trained if you couldn't get much momentum. And to mention as well, I'm a cancer survivor myself. I've been cancer-free for 5 years. So Haley and what her family's going through, I'm very familiar with that whole process, and I know how difficult it can be. And my thoughts and prayers definitely go out to them.
Awesome, man. Well, congratulations there, Mr. America's driver, Albert Anderson, finishing up on that podium here tonight, man. Congratulations. Before they go, any other final shout-outs or anything like that there, brother?
Yeah, I definitely want to give a shout-out to everybody that comes out and watches. My family, my dad, my dad tunes in all the time. You guys know him well. My dad is just the greatest. I was blessed with the best dad on the planet. And, my aunts, Edith and Kathy, I believe Russ Endicott, my good buddy, you guys know him. He watched tonight. Oh, yeah. So all of my fans that come out and support me, everybody that came out and supported this very worthy cause, and I'm super happy to be a part of. And you guys in the booth, Alan, and all 3 of you guys did a great job tonight. I'm already getting text messages about the broadcast. So I'm a AAA broadcasting fan for life, no matter who's in the booth.
Awesome.
Thank you, sir.
We appreciate it.
Thank you.
We appreciate it there, brother. Have a fantastic night, a fantastic weekend, and we look forward to seeing you in the upcoming rest of the seasons here, buddy.
Thanks, guys. We'll talk to you soon.
With that, we'll take a step on up here in this podium. I need to double check some things. Yep, okay. One more step up the podium into tonight's second place finisher, the 53, Mr. Kevin Delia, having a pretty good run, up 11 spots on the evening. Able to get to that back bumper of the 43 of Dana Shepard. One last final ditch effort. Couldn't quite get around, man, but it's still a pretty good finish for you guys here tonight.
Yeah, it was a good finish there. I wasn't expecting to be up there with Dana, but as soon as, I mean, I was pretty confident behind him that I could probably push him towards the front. And the seas parted, man. That was all luck getting up that far. And just, I kept telling him the whole time, just keep it straight, keep it high. And once we got around, I told him to drop it down, and I just pushed him to the end.
Well, the hooptiesgarage.com 53 Chevrolet looks pretty great out there here tonight. Albert Anderson just told us that he's going to donate his winnings back to Haley and the family. No pressure there, buddy, but
I told Derek I got my money back for buying in, and the rest of it's going to them.
that's awesome, man. Thank you so much. That's I'm sure that means a lot to him. And looking at that last couple of laps, walk us through it. I mean, what did you see out there? We saw a lot of freaking chaos happening out there, especially with the double O getting wrecked from the front.
Oh, it was absolute chaos the whole race. It all depended who was behind you and who was around you. That's all it was. After the wreck, I got sent to the back, and I got back up to the front, and iRacing and the auto fuel kind of killed me, so I had to come back in for fuel. Luckily, I only dropped to 13th, so I think that's kind of, I don't know. It was a odd race.
No, I really ain't got a question for you, but I just want to say thanks for coming out and donating your money back for us. I mean, that's very noble of you.
No, it's a hell of a cause, and it's definitely worth it.
Awesome, man. Well, congratulations on the fantastic second place finish here tonight, Mr. Kevin Dell. You got any final shout outs or anything like that before I let you go here this evening?
I mean, I got to shout out my teammate, Dana Shepard, for getting the win. That was amazing. I also want to thank DEP Graphics. All the paints I run are from him, and he is the best.
He is.
Man, he most certainly is, man. Well, congratulations on the second place finish here tonight, man. Good luck the rest of the week with all your upcoming races, and hope to see you again soon here, buddy.
All right, thanks, guys.
And with that, we move on up to the top step of that podium for tonight's big race winner. And for a while there, didn't look like he could do it, but he filtered his way through the madness. It's the 43 of Mr. Dana Shepard bringing home the big time win here tonight, man. Dana, congratulations. Heck of an effort out there. And I know you got a whole bunch of people out in the crowd rooting you on tonight.
Oh, I absolutely do. I got a huge following here. My family, everybody chewing in, chatting in, trying to push me along and cheer me along. And this was pretty intense tonight.
Yeah, it ended up being a lot longer of a race than we had planned. This is the nature of pack racing tracks nowadays. We used to call them restrictor plates, but that's not accurate anymore. But it's scheduled for 70 laps. You guys went 82 with the green-white checkers. What was the biggest challenge you guys faced out there tonight? A lot of it's just kind of visibility and not knowing what's going on in front of the guy you're pushing. What did you see out there tonight?
Yeah, it's just a lot of intensity. I really tried to stay to the front tonight as much as possible to stay out of the pack in the back. But even up front, guys were going 3 wide, might have even been 4 wide. Guys were chopping down, trying to stop the runs from happening. And something unique tonight, I saw guys on the bottom getting out to the lead, but then cutting up to that second lane, and it sucked the bottom lane up. something I've never really seen before till tonight.
No, we seen all night though. You was one of them guys that wasn't afraid to jump to make it 3 wide on that very extreme outside lane. Why would you do that? And like it helps you so much. You made up so much ground that way.
Well, it's confidence. A lot of practice. I do run a super speedway league every week, and so I get a time here at Talladega a lot. But it was really, you just couldn't stay behind people, and you had to find holes. You had to use the energy, and if you let the energy go, guys from the outsides and the other lanes would outrun you.
Awesome, man. Well, Dana Shepard with the big time win here tonight for that 43 machine, man. Congratulations. I know it's been a hot minute since we've had you up here on that podium steps, and we're glad to have you up here tonight, man. Before I let you go, you got any other shout outs or anything like that for you?
Well, I do. Of course, to Haley, for this whole thing. I hope you really enjoyed this, and we put something on for her, and we really helped raise some money for the family to feel a little bit better right now. And I got to thank DEP. He's a huge supporter of children in cancer system. These types of charity races, I do them all the time. But I thank my family, my wife. I think my sisters and my cousins are out there all watching, cheering me on, and my phone's blowing up left and right. But I just want to say thank you to everybody, and I hope Haley enjoyed the show.
Awesome, man. Well, again, congratulations to tonight's big winner, Mr. Dana Shepard of the 43 machine, bringing home the big time win here tonight at Talladega, man. Go ahead, go celebrate it, and we look forward to seeing you guys back out here in action again in a couple days.
Thank you, guys. Have a good night.
Good job.
And with that, that concludes our podium, but we have a couple other people to talk to. Tonight, we are also joined by league admin, Mr. Derek Welch. Thank you, Derek, for putting on a fantastic race here tonight. Haley Strong went off pretty dang well, and you had to be Haley Strong to finish this one tonight.
I'm glad I wasn't out there. I probably would have got raked out of third, fourth lap. So, but yeah, I'm very happy I wasn't out there tonight. But you know what? I'm so thrilled to be a part of. It's a headache at times. It drains me at times. But when we have events like this, and when we have a gathering like this, and we make the amount of money we made tonight for this family in need, it puts everything in perspective, and I'm glad to announce really a little bit below my goal I was trying to get, but we was able to raise $825 total for the family, and I mean that's a pretty good amount of money. I'd love to have an $800 check just for a little iRacing event, but I will be sending that to Mr. Tristan, and I'm hoping, I know it really doesn't do what she's going through right now, but I hope it helps with the bills or anything they got going on in their lives right now. And it's just something that I felt like we needed to do for one of our own here, Tristan, and I'm glad we was able to do it, and it was a success.
Yeah, that indeed. As we're also joined by the Mr. Trister himself, Mr. Tristan Cotton. Unfortunately, getting caught up in a one too many there. He saved that fast repair for the right time. Unfortunately, you needed to save it one more time longer. Not quite able to finish this one out here, buddy. But man, I know it's tough, especially when it's a family thing going on. Especially direct family like your sister, and just immediately coming out with the idea, hey, let's do, a charity race. Let's get some balls rolling here, and let's get something going. And I mean, this got all established really, really quickly. And I mean, that just tells you, once when you're a part of like the NTRL or, any of these iRacing leagues, it's, once when you're really a part of it, your family and everybody stands on up together.
Yeah, man, it kind of took place after the after something, and I didn't finish good that night. I finished good tonight. But I mean, Tate called my wife, and they talked for a bit, and then we came back home, and then Tate called me and was like, "Hey man, we're doing a big charity race." I started crying. I mean, this is. I mean, I'm brand new here, and all the support that I've gotten, from me and my family and everything has been amazing. I didn't expect it. Being a brand new guy in here, and it's it's insane, man. It's insane. So
Well, all these drivers paid to get into this race for the opportunity to not just help y'all fundraise, but to win a little bit of money. Every driver that won money donated it back to the charity that they were trying to raise money for. And I know that we talked to Albert. He's a cancer survivor and knows the struggle that you guys are putting up with right now. And
yeah,
there's unexpected expenses and stuff that are associated with cancer. People don't understand. Insurance doesn't pay for you to have to go get some food on a late night, or have to do this or that, or have to go buy baby wipes and all this other kind of stuff. It doesn't pay for that. So it's so awesome when Derek and Tate and you guys put on something like this to help raise just a few extra bucks for stuff like that that's needed right now.
Yeah, I mean, they told me pretty much off the jump. They told me don't even do anything. I mean, I brought in Pit Road Diecast. Bill's a good buddy of me and everything, and he's on my team. I mean, so I reached out, and he was like, "Dude, of course. I mean, I'll donate something." So everybody who's been a sponsor, I do appreciate it. Everybody who's messaged me and asked about her, and just been there for me and everything, and for my family, man, we really appreciate it. All of you guys are amazing. I mean, it's been crazy. It obviously took us all by surprise and everything, and I know my sister, man, she's tough. She's gonna beat it, and I know she's passed out, but I mean, I told my mom, I said, "Hey, I'm not going to take the money. I want the plaque." That's all that I wanted out of it, was the plaque. And, I didn't bring home anything, but I thought I'd had it there at the end. So
You might not have brought home anything, but you're bringing home friends, and I mean, you got a community that's standing behind you right now, and that's an awesome thing.
yeah, I mean, it's been crazy, man. I just, I've met people who I didn't even, about a month ago, that I didn't even know them that good. And I mean, it's been amazing. Everybody's just, been checking up on us, and just asking about her. And, we're very thankful, very grateful for everybody that's been there for us and everything. So.
Awesome, man. Well, we appreciate both of you guys taking the time to get on up here and talk with us here at the end of this one. But it's I mean, we're starting to. I know it's a weekend, but it's starting to creep up on 11 o'clock, and I'm starting to like Haley's idea about going to bed, man. That sounds
right.
Pretty good.
After that one, I need a nap.
Yeah, I'm gonna pause that for a minute. I just real quick want to thank DP. That's how everything got kind of started. Me and DP was in the chat room together, and we said, "Look, we did this for you," and everything turned out great. And we got another guy in need, and that's where it started right there. And I think it took us 2 weeks to put this thing together, 2 or 3 weeks, and it was filled up like ASAP. Now, I had a little trouble getting money here and there. That was the only pain thing about it, but that's part of it. But Um, yeah, I'd like to thank DEP for his help in this. Martin Sports giving away the gloves. I wish I could got more, but I had my little accident, so I kind of been held up with that. But Tristan, I hope this money will help you and your family. And I hope you're a part of this family since day one you joined us, and we have each other's back, and we love you. We love Haley. I know we never met her, but we love her, and thanks guys for the broadcast tonight.
Awesome broadcast, guys.
Awesome. Thank you, gentlemen. We look forward to seeing you guys back out here on the track coming up in a little under 24 hours for some more super speedway action. And man, we'll have to see how this ball keeps rolling, guys. But again, great race. Great having you all up here, and we'll see you guys later.
Yes, sir.
And with that concludes all of the great race and action that we had to bring everybody here tonight. And boys, as always, I mean, anytime you want to throw up a charity race, just throw it up at a super speedway. If you build it, they will come.
That is
man,
true. Yeah.
Count me in. You don't have to pay me either. Send it. I'm ready, buddy.
Yeah, just absolutely going on and sending it. Speaking of sending it, let's send it down to show everybody where their favorite driver may have finished here tonight. And I know one of the fan favorites, Mr. Dana Shepard, he's gotten a whole bunch of text messages coming his way as he picks up the big win here tonight. Kevin Delia is slowly right there on that back bumper of his. Comes home in second with Albert Anderson. America's driver, man, is always a class act, finding his way there to third. AJ Evangelista finds his way through the madness as well, finishing here in fourth. You got Dustin Logston having a pretty good run here as well, finishing in fifth. Scott Milner in the 29 machine gets things done in sixth. Got S.E. Martin finding his way through the crazy madness in the last few laps there in the 67, finish in seventh. Eighth will be James Lee in that 54 machine. Of course, the original Florida man, Double O Joe Bennett, finding his way to a ninth. And Chris Klein picking up a solid top 10.
Chris Jordan in the 78 truck started up in second place there. He will finish in 11th tonight. 12th place, Anthony Williams in the 4 machine tonight. Not his usual number, but that's what he's running tonight. Steve Singer will finish in 13th. We thought Steve might get a win here tonight, but got involved in some racing stuff. That's what we like to call it here. Jeremy Clapper Newell will finish in 14th, working his way up from 27th. What a great run for Jeremy here tonight. Anthony Navarro, the third lane daredevil in the 42 all night tonight, started on the pole, still finished in 15th. Always looking at that outside line, trying to get some help. Skylar Herod in the 3 will finish in 16th place, also working his way up from way back in the back. Paul Durkee, old man Paul, dropped a few spots tonight. He'll finish in 17th, 18th. Dylan Bryant, he had a tank slapping incident and then got involved in another big old wreck. He'll finish in 18th place. Jeff Ottinger in the 33 will finish in 19th. And rounding out your top 20 tonight, the double nickel of Tom Barish. He started in the back, worked his way up towards the first couple of rows, and still ended up finishing on the lead lap here. So congrats, Tom.
Yeah, unfortunately, from here on back, everybody had trouble and finished a lap down or worse. But we have Zach Storm in 21st, Brian Boyd 22nd, Austin Smith finished 23rd, Josh Keller finished six laps down at 24th, Patrick Mahaney 25th, Terry Radford in that 60 car finished 26th, Tristan Cotton come home 27th, 10 laps down, Joshua Silk 28th, Joe David 29th, Brandon Coleman 30th, and Nick Buddy running out the field 31st.
and that will be your field here tonight from Talladega. Of course, we thank each and every single one of you for tuning in and watching tonight, and especially if you went to that QR code and donated to the family's GoFundMe page. You guys are the reason why we do this and have such a good time of doing it, is having a fantastic family and community like we got here. And of course, if you haven't done so already, I know we had a whole bunch of new people come on in. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell so you get alerted every single time that we go live, because you never know the next time we might be doing one of these things, because we don't even know the next time we're doing any of these things. We're just like, yeah, we'll show up. And if you enjoy it, hit that thumbs up button, because I mean that's just how you spread the love, man. You just got to give it a thumbs up. We also have to say a huge thank you to the proud sponsors here, like Martin Sports jumping on board, Davidson Builders, DEP Graphics, Sim Gear Central, and Track Bar Media, all chipping in to still be a part of this, whether it was for a official league race or not. Everyone did what they needed to do to help the cause here, and we thank each and every single one of you guys. So with that, we do conclude tonight's festivities. We look forward to seeing everybody tomorrow night as the Super Speedway series here at NTRL continues their crazy action. Man, it's gonna be a fun one tomorrow night, but I know a whole bunch of people need their rest, so I think it's time to say it. But I'm Alan Brown, or Alan English, and Mr. Alan Kewins. We love you all, and we're signing off.
We gone.
Good night.